ends up and in and gets Duran again. I'm telling you, that high leg kick, and he gets it down. He does not get it down in time. That ball able to beat him just above the bat once again.
It's 2-2 with Contreras. And he gets him. Changed up on him. That's strikeout number 12.
Boy, look at that changeup. Outstanding arm speed. He keeps it in the middle of the plate, the bottom of the zone, until it bottoms out.
It's the great mascot race. Here we go. And they're off. They're neck and neck. Look at them go, folks. The crowd goes wild. It's the home stretch. It's a close race. It's the play at the plate. It's Raymond. Congratulations. You won the great mascot race.
That's my security right there. That's the bad one, Roscoe. Roscoe Pico train.
Major League Baseball wanted to start doing something with the players and their dogs.
Which one's the dog?
I was undecided on whether to do a dog card or not, but my wife pushed me in the back and she wanted a famous dog, so she told me to do it.
Cardinals-Royals opening up a 3-game series, a series that features 2 of Major League Baseball's top 10 position players in wins above replacement. Bobby Witt Jr. at 4.2 WAR. He is 3rd on that list, while Jordan Walker at 3.4 is 9th on that list. Not far behind that, J.J. Weatherholt. He's 13th in Major League Baseball at 3.1. Walker has already set career highs in home runs and RBIs this year. Witt leads Major League Baseball with 28 stolen bases and 17 outs above average, while Weatherholt not far behind defensively. He is sitting at 13 when it comes to his OAA. A couple of other notes about this matchup tonight. Kansas City just 3-10 in Noah Cameron starts this year. That's tied for the second worst mark in Major League Baseball among pitchers with 10 or more starts, and Cameron has not pitched poorly. They just have not really helped him out, despite the fact that Matthew Liberatore has a staff worst 4.71 ERA. The Cardinals are still 10-4 when he starts, as they've been able to give him 5 or more runs of support in 9 of his 14 starts this year. He is one of the starting pitchers receiving run support. And then when it comes to what you do against left-handed starters, these two teams in very different places. Only the Brewers and Yankees have a better record against left-handed starters than the Cardinals. Cardinals are 12-5 against lefties this year, while the Royals are easily the worst team in Major League Baseball against left-handed starters, as they are 3-17. So some interesting numbers for sure coming into this contest. Only one other game in the National League Central today, and it has already been played in Milwaukee. The Brewers and Guardians wrapped up their series, and Cleveland did win by a 4-2 score. Shane Drohan was on the mound for Milwaukee, did not factor into the decision, allowing a run on 3 hits, 3 strikeouts, and 3 walks, but the Brewers being held to just 2 runs on 5 hits, dropping their record to 45-27. Cardinals and Royals tonight. Matthew Liberatore against Noah Cameron. The voice of the Cardinals, John Rooney and Ricky Horton, will have the call of the game from Kauffman Stadium in just a few minutes. before that. Ricky will give you the full starting pitching matchup, and he'll also pass along the starting lineups for both teams. And then I will be back with you for the postgame show, hopefully talking about a Cardinals victory. Cardinals baseball next on the Cardinals Radio Network, powered by Gray Bar.
With these designs, I wanted to bring out the Old English letter font, but add a twist to it. This is one I've developed over the years and used on a lot of tattoos. You could tell a sign painter or a lettering person by their numbers. That reveals a lot about them. It's an honor to design for the Dodgers. It's almost gone beyond sports, even into fashion. People wear LA caps all over the world.
You could describe Tulsa as a big, small town or a small, big city.
Tulsa is a very mixed city of arts and film and sports. I mean, it's a true melting pot of all kinds of things.
Professional baseball in Tulsa, it's actually older than the state of Oklahoma.
It's nice to play in front of, fans that you see on a daily basis.
They say it's a game of numbers. Pero el flow es completamente otra ciencia. Mi trabajo es sencillo, cachar ese ritmo que solo nuestra gente tira y regarlo por toda la temporada. Flow mayor is where all those rhythms meet. Porque el flow no es de un solo jugador, es de un corillo entero que prende estadio. De San Diego a Santo Domingo y cada parada en el camino. Cuando estamos activos, la liga sube de nivel. Esto es Flow Mayor.
It's time for St. Louis Cardinals baseball. Cardinals baseball is brought to you by Budweiser, official beer sponsor of Major League Baseball. Crack open the game with Budweiser and enjoy unrivaled flavor and refreshment. By your quality Ford dealers. Check out the all-new Ford F-Series, America's best-selling truck for 49 years. By Schnucks, the friendliest stores in town. Earn 2% back on every purchase with the Schnucks Rewards app. By Shelter Insurance. Shelter offers great rates and award-winning service for your auto, home, and life insurance. Find an agent near you at shelterinsurance.com. By Explore St. Louis. Learn all about the great things to do in St. Louis. Visit exploreStLouis.com. By Central Bank, the hometown bank of the St. Louis Cardinals. And by the Painting and Decorating Foundation. Visit stlouispdf.org to learn more. Now, St. Louis Cardinals baseball.
Welcome to St. Louis Cardinals baseball from Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City. It's the Cardinals and the cross-state rival Kansas City Royals, the first of three, as the Cardinals are having a short road trip after a short homestand where they took 2 out of 3 against the San Diego Padres. Cardinals are up against a tough lefty today, and they'll have Matthew Liberatore on the mound. That's the starting pitching matchup. Libby will be making start number 15, and Noah Cameron, who the Cardinals beat in St. Louis, will pitch for Kansas City. This is Ricky Horton. I'll be alongside John Rooney. He is the voice of the Cardinals. Ryan Schulte is our producer engineer, and we're glad you're with us on the Cardinals radio network powered by Gray Bar. Redbirds come into play with a record of 40-32. They are in second place in the National League Central Division. They still have the fourth best record in the National League. The Royals, a bit of a disappointment so far this year. They have had some injuries. That's certainly been a problem. Their record, 30-45. They've really struggled on the road. They're 13-24. They're better here at the K, but they are in fifth place, 9.5 games out in the American League Central. And the Cardinals, with the 2 out of 3 victories in St. Louis, have now won 9 of their last 13, and they are 15-15 in interleague play, with the Royals just being 6-9. I mentioned Liberatore will get the start for the Cardinals. 6'5" left-hander was not as good as we've seen him in his last time out, and that came against the Minnesota Twins. He only went 4 1/3 innings, gave up 5 hits, 4 runs, only walked 1 batter, struck out 4, but 3 big flies in that game.
went to college at Northeastern University, and all my friends were Red Sox fans. And while in my 3 years there, I really grew to appreciate Red Sox Nation and everything that they bring to the table. And once I got my head wrapped around the trade, I was really, really excited. I think they have one of the most iconic logos, these 2 socks right here on the sleeve. I love keeping it simple, really fond of the font, and I think it's a really cool look.
Hammers it deep left, way back, bye-bye! Biggest swing of the year for Seiya Suzuki. 10th homer of the year.
You bet. First career home run for Cole Carey.
Flores Jr. out of here. Big league home run #1.
And it's gone! Juan Soto with a go-ahead home run in the bottom of the 7th has given the Mets a 5-4 lead. His 14th home run of the year.
Right center, Pete into the gap. He dives! Oh, baby!
That was fun to watch. Sinking line drive, PCA on the move, does a Superman routine.
Everybody's getting in on the fun. Tiger bats boom all day long. They score early, they score middle, and they score late. And the Tigers just keep adding on. This is fun. 11-0 lead in the 8th.
Jimmy Uso, Chumba Casino and WWE are hyped for the biggest event of the summer. SummerSlam. I know. I can't wait. There's nothing better to do while we're waiting than playing Chumba Casino. Sign up today and you could win a VIP experience with Chumba Casino and WWE for SummerSlam. So what are you waiting for? Play Chumba Casino and enter for your chance to win. Let's Chumba. Yeah.
Sponsored by VGW Group. No purchase necessary. See terms at ChumbaCasino.com. Must be over 21 and present in a state where it's legal to play.
This is the story of the one. The one who keeps multiple buildings running smoothly day after day. Plumbing that flows, HVAC that hums, cleaning supplies that keep surfaces sparkling. That's why she counts on Grainger. With easy reordering online and 24/7 support, Grainger helps her keep the products she needs on hand. So shelves stay stocked and buildings stay ready. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Welcome back to St. Louis Cardinals baseball. Let's go over our starting lineups here in the first of 3 from Kansas City. And they are presented by Bet365, where winning is everything. And we'll start with the Cardinals, who are playing game number 73 for Oliver Marmol. And 20 years in the organization for Ollie, 39 years of age. He has a young lineup. He's a young manager, and he has a young lineup. And he leads off with J.J. Weatherholt, the rookie, who has 10 homers, 31 RBIs, 8 stolen bases. He will play second base. Ivan Herrera was hit by several pitches during the homestand. He's up to 19 now, for those of you scoring that. 2 for 6 with a double against their starter, Cameron. He's going to be the DH and bat second, with Jordan Walker playing right field, batting third. Walk is 0 for his last 8, but still has big numbers. Nelson Velasquez will get the start in left field. He'll hit cleanup, and he played 104 games with the Royals.
They're loaded now for Langoliers.
2 grand slams in his career. Crack to deep center field. Varsho going back as far as he can go. And Langoliers has a grand slam. Shea's 3rd home run of the series is a grand slam. And they have blown this game wide open. And in grand fashion.
Shea Langoliers can do no wrong right now.
Getting traded to Boston from Chicago. You see here the traditional jersey. I love a road jersey because it says where you're from, and this is simple, clean, and cool. And then you see this patch right here. This is from the 2013 postseason run, which was unlike anything I had ever been a part of, to punch through and hoist that trophy. Boston strong forever, baby.
Gosh, we've gone to Sea Dogs games since we were kids.
I've been coming to see the Sea Dogs for the last 30 years. Great experience.
Everybody here is just
bends over backwards to help people out and wish the world was like it is right here at the ballpark.
We've always wanted to be more than just a baseball team. We want to be strong, active, contributing members of the community. And I think that effort is seen by the people and the fans, and they want to support that effort.
They say it's a game of numbers, pero el flow es completamente otra ciencia. Esto es flow mayor.
Veteran catcher Salvador Perez throws the ball down to second base, and we're about ready for baseball here in Kansas City. The first pitch sponsored by Rawlings, official baseball of Major League Baseball, and it will be delivered by left-hander Noah Cameron, 3-4, making start number 14 on the season. And it'll be J.J. Weatherholt leading off for St. Louis, hitting .259, and we are ready to go, and that means I'm going to pass it to the voice of the Cardinals for our first pitch, John Rooney.
Okay, Ricky, what a beautiful night we have here in Kansas City. The first pitch of the game right there, strike one. Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City for game 1 of 3 tonight, tomorrow, and back here Sunday afternoon on Father's Day. The pitch to Weatherholt, a curveball that goes outside for a ball. Weatherholt with 4 hits in his last 8 at-bats. He's 8 out of his last 25, covering 7 games with a homer and 4 RBIs. He swings and he hits a single to left field. He got a pitch down and away, Ricky, and did nothing fancy with it at all. Just flick the bat and get the leadoff hit.
He just did what good hitters do. Find a spot, find a hole, and put the ball in play, and that's what Weatherholt did. We've got 2 left-handed starters in this game that actually have not been doing very well against left-handed batters. Cameron's a bit of a kind of neutral guy, but Matthew Liberatore's had struggles against left-handed batters this year, so we'll see what happens today.
Now Ivan Herrera taking a pitch up and away. Herrera, 5 for his last 22, comes in batting .261. He has 69 hits, 48 runs scored, 13 doubles, a triple, and 9 runs batted in. Cameron from the stretch. A look to first, his pitch. Taken low for a ball. 2 balls, no strikes.
76 degrees at game time, and again, a comfortable night for baseball. We've had a lot of very good baseball weather days the last couple of weeks.
And it's 74 degrees back home in St. Louis. Here's a check swing. Off-speed pitch down and away. 3 balls, no strikes. Where Herrera has only 5 hits over his last 7 games, he gets on a lot with bases on balls and hit by pitch. He's been hit by a pitch 19 times. He's walked 5 times in the last 7 games. The pitch to him, a strike called. Strike called by Ryan Blakeney, the home plate umpire.
So Herrera with a .398 on-base percentage leads the Cardinals now in runs scored. He's kind of overtaken Walker and Weatherholt. He's scored 48 times, and it's not surprising as many times as he gets on base.
Weatherholt over at first base. Gaglione is holding against the runner, hitting room on the right side of the infield. Noah Cameron, the lefty, is ready. A long pause. Now the pitch. That's a slow curve that breaks over for a strike. 3-2. Noah Cameron, 6'3", 220 pounds, 26 years old. Cameron was born in St. Joseph, Missouri, only about 30 miles away from Cameron, Missouri. 12-11 lifetime record. Just getting started with his career. And there's ball 4 upstairs. A leadoff hit by Weatherholt, a walk to Herrera. The table is set for Jordan Walker. You can learn in person or online at Maryville University. You decide. It's your education, your choice. Create a personalized learning experience at maryville.edu. Jordan Walker 0 for his last 8, 5 hits in his last 30 at-bats. The pitch to Jordan is swung on and missed. Got something off speed down in the zone there from Noah Cameron. We were talking with Jose Fermin down in the clubhouse. He's batting 8th tonight, playing center field. I said, how many knocks do you feel like you're good for tonight? Here's the next one for Walker. Ground ball to Whiff. That looks like, looked like a double play ball, but it went through him into left field. Weatherholt scores. The throw goes into second as Herrera takes third on the E6 by Witt. We saw an error yesterday from Mason Wynn, and we both about keeled over on that. I almost did the same with Bobby Witt. He just doesn't make that.
You just assume it's going to be a double play. The ball scooted underneath his glove. He kind of played it off to the side. I think he was really just prepping for how he was going to throw the ball to second. Took a hop he didn't expect and wasn't really in position with the glove down to make that play. I know he's frustrated by that. He's a terrific defender. That's his 5th error of the year, but a good one as far as the Cardinals are concerned. 1-0 St. Louis.
Here's Nelson Velasquez, who played with these Kansas City Royals after being with the Cubs.
My pick to click.
The pitch is swung on and fouled back to the screen. At least you said it before he fouled the pitch off. You're getting better, Ricky.
Well, I had a tip.
After all these years,
well, I had a
you're
tip.
Getting better.
I had a tip on what he was going to throw there, and I just went with it.
You had a tell?
Yeah, I did.
Velasquez 0 for his last 2 at-bats, 5 out of his last 17 with a homer and 3 runs batted in. The pitch to him. A swing and a miss. Couldn't stay off the high fastball. No balls, 2 strikes. The Cardinals have runners at first and third base. This is on the error by Bobby Witt Jr., allowing a run to score.
Boy, does that change the inning. Think about all the extra pitches he's going to have to throw now instead of getting 2 outs with that 1 pitch.
Velasquez checks a swing on a curve in the dirt. It bounces away from Perez and down to second. Jordan Walker, who wasted no time taking off.
Great read by Walk. You get that extended lead, you get that secondary lead, and then when the ball's in the dirt, you just take off. Exactly what he did. He went boom, boom, and then took off and knew that they would not have time to get him.
Now the infield has to pull in a little bit closer, way in on the right side, about halfway on the left side for Nelson Velasquez. The 1-2 pitch. Velasquez checks his swing and takes high. Well, this is where you want to keep the pressure on Noah Cameron. Against the Cardinals, it's his 4th start, 0-1 with a 1.96 ERA. 1-0 Cardinals, 2nd and 3rd. Nobody out. The pitch in the dirt. From 2 strikes to 3-2 on Nelson Velasquez. Velasquez has driven in 6 runs. In fact, his 2 home runs, 6 RBIs against left-handed pitching.
Cameron threw a high percentage of changeups in his first start against the Cardinals, 27%. He threw that more than any pitch. But again, his curveball is a big out pitch for him as well. His changeup is really slow, by the way, but tough to hit.
The 3-2 pitch. Velasquez fouls that off, and that got a piece of their catcher, Salvador Perez.
So he throws 93 miles an hour, but the changeup is 80. So that's 13 miles an hour of separation. That is unusual. Some pitchers, it's 4 or 5, which I think is too little. But 7 or 8 is kind of a sweet spot, but his is 13 miles an hour slower.
But that makes his fastball look a bit quicker after a dose of changeups.
Sure does.
Another 3-2 pitch. That's low, ball 4. Nobody out, bases loaded, a run in, and here comes Alec Burleson looking to extend a hitting streak to 18 games.
Is a walk a click?
That's a click.
Okay.
That after a 2-strike count?
Yeah.
That ought to be a double click in your favor.
I'll take it.
No, I'll give you the double click on that one. That was some kind of plate appearance for Velasquez. He looked a little anxious the first couple of pitches, but after that he locked in. Now, Alec Burleson, who has not hit left-handed pitching all that well this year, and that's a little surprising.
168 this year, but he hit 270 against him last year.
Burleson takes low for a ball. The next pitch will be the 20th of the inning for Noah Cameron. It was a single, a walk to Herrera. Then Walker hit what looked like a double play ball that went through Witt. There's a foul ball out of play down the left field line. No play for Isaac Collins, their left fielder. The fans are still filing through the turnstiles here at Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City. A big mix of red and blue for the I-70 weekend series. 1 ball, 1 strike, bases loaded, nobody out. Burleson takes a little bit low. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, he's on the defensive right now, isn't he?
Right now, he's trying to figure out something, anything that works. The pitch to Burley. A swing, and there's a high fly ball hit well to left center field. Lane Thomas, the former Cardinal, makes the catch. The runner's tag, and bluffing a move for third. Walker will go back to second as the Cardinals have a 2-0 lead. Herrera scores on the sacrifice fly by Burleson.
RBI number 54 for him, just 2 behind Jordan Walker.
That doesn't extend the hitting streak, but that does extend the RBI total, as Ricky told you.
Good at bat.
Here's Mason Wynn. We've seen good at bats. Even Walker, who hit the ball hard to the shortstop.
You know, I wonder about that play that Witt didn't make. You know, Jordan Walker hits the ball so hard, maybe it just had a extra little topspin on it.
The pitch, Wynn takes a little high. No challenges by catcher Salvador Perez. Right-handed batter, left-handed pitcher. Wynn has hit safely in 4 straight games, going 5 out of 13. He has 2 on, 1 out, 2 runs in. The pitch to Mason. A swing, and that ball is hit into center field, and it is going to be caught on the run by Lane Thomas. Thomas with a good jump. Retires Wynn, 2 down.
Good outfielder with a good arm. We saw it on that throw to third base just moments ago. And, you know, the Cardinals loved Lane Thomas, and it's just unfortunate for him that he ended up having kind of the ongoing COVID issues after he got to the big leagues with the Cardinals. He was really weak, and it was not hitting the ball with any power, wasn't running as well. Dizzy.
But he's a good player.
Yes.
Here's a pitch for a strike to Blaze Jordan.
Had a good career, had a really good year with the Nats a couple years ago.
Jordan batting 7th, playing third base, 0 for his last 5. He's 6 out of 21, playing in his 7th major league game. With 2 outs, 2 on. The pitch. Check swing. That's a strike. It's 0-2 on the rookie from Mississippi. Out of the 5 runs batted in, 4 have come with 2 outs. Blaze Jordan bats with 2 outs. Walker at second. The pitch is swung on, and that's lifted in the air toward right center, and that's going to be run down again by Lane Thomas. He got another great jump. But the Cardinals scored 2. A big error by Bobby Witt Jr. We go to the bottom of the first inning. 2 for the Cardinals. The Royals are coming up.
JJ Weatherholt here. You ever hear a sound and immediately know you're...
And on the ground sharply beyond third, and it's going to roll down the left field line toward the corner. Burrell picks it off the cutout. He's going to have a play at second. Millar is out at second base.
What a slide.
He slid short of the bag, and Tomas Perez puts the tag on him, and now they're chatting. What a nice scene.
That wasn't a real good slide.
You could describe Tulsa as a big, small town or a small, big city.
Tulsa is a very mixed city of arts and film and sports. I mean, it's a true melting pot of all kinds of things.
Professional baseball in Tulsa, it's actually older than the state of Oklahoma.
It's nice to play in front of, you know, fans that you see on a daily basis.
The bubblegum blowing contest. It was fun. It was at a time when Topps included bubblegum in their baseball cards, and that was the gum we used. These are all my baseball cards. The Topps one is right there. It's developed into somewhat of a big nostalgic thing, and there are a lot of people that, you know, that's one of their favorite baseball cards. It's kind of crazy.
Barbie. Hi, Barbie.
Hi, Barbie. Don't miss Barbie Game Day at Busch Stadium on Thursday, June 25th. Celebrate the original girl empowerment brand with a night full of fun, fashion, and Cardinals baseball. With a special theme ticket, you'll receive a Barbie and Cardinals sequin cap. Bring your friends, dress the part, and make it a night to remember, because you can be anything. Details and tickets at cardinals.com/theme.
Matthew Liberatore fires strike one into former Cardinal Lane Thomas, who made 2 really nice running catches in the outfield in the top of the first inning. And now what are the Cardinals going to get from Matthew Liberatore in this start? He's 3-3, a 4.71 ERA. The pitch to him, a little bit high. 1 ball and 1 strike on Thomas, who comes in batting .226. 33 hits, 4 doubles. He has 5 home runs.
I think the goal for Matthew Liberatore is few mistakes.
The 1-1 pitch. He turned that one over nicely, and it caught the outside corner. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Matthew Liberatore, a wonderful, wonderful person and a tough competitor. But there are times, Ricky, where you get the feeling where he needs to do what Jordan Walker did at the end of spring training.
Yeah.
The pitch a little bit low, ball 2.
If ever
just
a pitcher,
shut out all the noise and go out there. He has the stuff. He has the ability. And he has the makeup.
If ever a pitcher is a guy that's in need of being able to have a pitcher's timeout, it would be Matthew Liberatore.
The 2-2 pitch, and that's hit hard on 1 hop up the middle, and right there in front of it, Weatherholt throws out Lane Thomas.
You know I'm an advocate for that. I don't think you need to get more than 1. Maybe you just get 1 on a big inning. Honestly, their pitcher could have used 1 that inning. He throws close to 30 pitches in an inning. We care about the health of players, and he's got to rush up to the mound again and throw a pitch because we're trying to speed up the game. I just think that's too much.
The rule didn't pitch.
No, they're 100% they didn't. They're thinking about the batter, and they actually keep thinking that the pitcher was the cause of the game slowing down, and it wasn't anyway. It was the hitters taking their time, which I think everybody knows now. But I just think it's a health issue as far as pitchers who unfortunately get into a big inning every once in a while.
1-0 the count on Bobby Witt Jr., one of the finest players in the game. The right-handed batter looks at a heater for a strike down in the zone. The key to me for Dustin May and his one-hitter, Andre Palante, in the win on Tuesday night against San Diego. Strikes in the low part of the zone.
Definitely. And they're 96, 97 for all of them.
Here's a swing and a foul off to the left, a breaking ball that's fouled off. 1-2 on Witt.
Dustin May's always been up around 97, but we saw Palante hit 97. We saw Kyle Leahy hit 97 in his start, which was a quality start yesterday.
A ball and 2 strikes, 1 out, nobody on. Libby's pitch, and that swung on, foul out of play. In a game brought to you by Budweiser, official beer sponsor of Major League Baseball. Crack open the game with Budweiser. You'll enjoy unrivaled flavor and refreshment. Liberatore has been unable to get through the 5th inning his last 2 starts, and he allowed 3 home runs the last time out. The pitch. A swing, and that ball is hit high in the air, deep left field, back to the wall, and it is gone. A Bobby Witt home run, his 10th of the year. It's 2-1 Cardinals. And the home run given up by Liberatore is the 15th allowed in 2026. Well, I just mentioned home runs, and you mentioned home runs being a problem for him.
And it was the curveball again. And that was the one that sat a little bit. It wasn't a terrible location, but it just didn't have the sharpness to it. And, well, you threw it to a pretty good hitter, too, so sometimes you just have to give him credit. That was not the worst curveball Matthew Liberatore's ever thrown, but the result wasn't very good.
Here's a high fly ball down the left field line. Velasquez is chasing it over into foul territory against the sidewall. Can't make the catch. Velasquez jumped toward the sidewall. The ball hit just beyond his glove, and it's a foul ball off the bat of Joe Caglione. Caglione, 1 hit in his last 5 at-bats over the last 7 games, 6 out of 28. He has 8 home runs and 20 RBIs. And he's getting a chance to play a lot more because of injuries. The pitch is swung on and missed.
So this is the right-handed batting lineup for the Cardinals, which includes Pages behind the plate, Fermin in center, Velasquez in left, and Blaze Jordan playing third. Not the best defensive team as far as the outfield is concerned. Fermin holds his own out there, but not clearly what Church is in
There's
center.
A line drive foul down the right field line, getting around early. Caglione is behind 2 strikes.
And Velasquez, he's more of a hitter than an outfielder as well. So it'll be interesting to see if that is a problem for the Cardinals here in Kansas City tonight.
Vinny Pasquantino, right hamate fractures on the 10-day IL. There's a pitch low. So Caglione is getting more opportunities to play first base now.
Another guy I did not mention in the open that's not available is Michael Garcia, or probably not available.
He has a sore hand. It really affects that swing when he tries to pull the ball. A swing and a miss, and there was a good sweeper of a breaking ball, striking out Caglione. And that's a nice rebound after the Bobby Witt home run. And really, Ricky, Witt's going to get his home runs.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, it was his 10th. To go along with 19 doubles and a triple. He can be an extra base machine. 31 RBIs for him. Here's a pitch right down the middle to Starling Marte. Marte has been DHing. He's playing right field in the game tonight with the left-hander. Doing the pitching for the Cardinals in the starting role. Liberatore brings it in, and that is swung on and fouled out of play off to the right. 2 strikes to count. Marte is 37 years old. We first saw him with the Pittsburgh Pirates back in 2012.
Always liked him as a hitter.
And he could really patrol the outfield.
And he can run.
Moved on to Arizona and Miami. He swings and misses, striking out, going for a low pitch. So 2 strikeouts in the inning, but Bobby Witt Jr. hit one out, and after one, the Cardinals lead 2-1 in KC.
The captain, Derek Sanderson Jeter, is one of the winningest players in Major League history. He was wearing these very batting gloves when he notched one of those most memorable hits, the 3,000th of his career.
Are we supposed to spit in them like they do the batting gloves?
No spitting. This is a non-spitting museum.
He's just the second player in history whose 3,000th hit was a home run. The first was a former teammate from the Yankees' 1996 World Series championship team. But before he began his Cooperstown-bound career, Bonds would cross paths with another future Hall of Famer. September 6, 1995, the Iron Man played his 2,000th 131st consecutive game, surpassing the unbreakable record of the Iron Horse.
Now that's how you pass the torch. Go to baseballhall.org to plan your visit to the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown, New York, and catch every episode of Hall of Fame Connections on MLB.tv.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Jose Fermin leads off for the Cardinals, and Noah Cameron deals strike 1. We're in the second inning, 2-1 Cardinals. A Bobby Witt error opened the door to the 2-run inning, and then a Bobby Witt home run cut the Cardinal lead in half. The pitch high, 1 ball, 1 strike. Jose Fermin, 9 for his last 22, had an 8-game hitting streak snapped with his last at bat in the San Diego series. Playing infield and outfield for the Cardinals, the right-handed batter swings, and he gets under this one, hit deep to left field. And back on the track, waiting for it to come down. The catch is made by Isaac Collins. He just missed that one. Let's pause here for an ID on the Cardinals radio network powered by Graybar. Taking a page out of Ivan Herrera's book, Cardinal catcher Pedro Pajes takes a batter's timeout before the first pitch, thrown by Noah Cameron in this case. And Cameron misses inside to Pedro Pajes.
Works for Herrera.
Pajes, a 3-hit game his last start, and that was in Minnesota last weekend. Rocks the bat back and forth. Cameron's pitch. Pajes hits it hard, foul down the left field line. 1 ball, 1 strike. Well, in Minnesota, we enjoyed Barbie Game Day with the Twins. The Cardinals' Barbie Game Day is coming up June 25th when the Cardinals face the Diamondbacks. Fans with a theme ticket will take home an exclusive Cardinals sequin cap. And here's a high pop-up, short right center field. The second baseman wants it. Massey's under it and makes the catch. Fermin is out, so is Pajes. 2 away for Weatherholt. We have that exclusive Barbie and Cardinals sequin cap on June 25th. Details at cardinals.com/theme.
I would hate to see Noah Cameron settle down here. Big inning in the first inning, a long inning, couple of walks and error, a lot going on with just 1 Cardinal hit.
That hit was by Weatherholt, who served the ball into left field. He takes ball 1 wide. But 5 in a row have been set down since Velasquez walked, loading the bases. Weatherholt swings, and he fouls that one off. Weatherholt gets his money's worth when he uncorks a swing.
Yeah, he does.
And when he barrels the ball, it's off the bat 105 plus. The pitch. Weatherholt swings, and it's a high fly ball. That's deep left center field to the track, at the wall, off the wall. Weatherholt moves into second with a stand-up double. He barreled that one.
And there's another hit left on left in this game.
The 8th double for Weatherholt. And it was 101.6 off the bat.
How's that for a whippy swing?
And here is Ivan Herrera. He walked and scored the second Cardinal run. He came in on a sacrifice fly by Alec Burleson. That's the difference in the game now. Check swing and a ball high. And you know how I love 2-out RBIs.
I sure do.
Herrera has 10 of those. 10 out of his 31 have come with 2 outs. From the stretch, Noah Cameron. Weatherholt with a single and a double tonight. He's on second. A changeup swung on and missed. Herrera stepping out, quickly gets back into the batter's box. The left field corner unguarded with Collins playing toward left center field. Noah Cameron out of the stretch. His pitch. That's fouled out of play off to the right.
Cameron last year finished 4th in the American League in the Rookie of the Year balloting. That's how good a year he had. 2.99 ERA and 24 starts. He was really good. I mean, really good. And Cardinals, of course, have found a way to beat him a couple of times, but pretty stingy giving up runs.
The pitch. A swing and a miss. Herrera strikes out, leaving Weatherholt on second base. We go to the bottom of the second, 2-1 Cardinals.
As America celebrates 250 years, agriculture has been a part of that story from the very beginning. I'm Patrick Sire, a corn farmer from southeast Missouri. Each generation builds on the last, honoring tradition while embracing new ideas and new technology. In farming and in baseball, success comes from hard work, innovation, and believing the next season can be even better. America's corn growers are ready for the next 250 years.
Brought to you by Missouri Farmers Care and Missouri Corn Growers. Proud to feed and fuel America's pastime. Learn more at mofarmerscare.com.
Enjoy a true St. Louis Cardinals baseball experience. Book your Grand Slam ticket package today at the luxurious Marriott St. Louis Grand, steps away from Busch Stadium. You'll get 2 Cardinals tickets, plus free hotel self-parking, complimentary high-speed internet access, and $20 towards a great pregame or postgame meal at Zinnia Bar and Grill. Grand Slam ticket packages start at $199. Book yours today at MarriottStLouisGrand.com. That's MarriottStLouisGrand.com. Proud hotel partner of the St. Louis Cardinals.
Hey Cardinals fans, it's Victor Scott II here. Winning teams make great investments, and upgrading your home's heating and cooling is a smart play. With the Fast Track HVAC Pays program, Ameren Missouri helps cover upfront costs for a new energy-efficient system. You get the upgrade now and the payback financed amount over time right on your bill. Plus, here's another win. You'll score up to a $2,000 rebate to sweeten the deal. More comfort, more savings, no stress. Upgrade now at AmerenMissouri.com/changeup.
This is Cardinals broadcaster John Rooney. Forbes asked and people answered. Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance is one of America's best insurance companies. Forbes recognizes what their customers have known for generations. Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance is committed to protecting families and the lives they've built. For auto, home, life, and business protection, count on Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance. If you're in Franklin County, Missouri Farm Bureau agent Sarah Summers will make sure you have the coverage you need. Salvador Perez will lead off for the Kansas City Royals. A 2-1 Cardinals lead with Matthew Liberatore facing the all-star catcher who swings late and fouls it off to the right. Strike one.
One of my favorite stadium to check out jerseys, because we got a good view of the folks right behind home plate. A lot of Royals jerseys, Cardinal jerseys.
The pitch to Perez. He checks his swing, taking high, 1-1.
I see Stan Musial. I see a David Freese jersey. I see a Newt Bar next to a Weatherholt. I see a Jim Jackson. Wait, what? Jim Jackson here at the ballpark
He's here
today.
tonight. The 9-time All-Star Perez takes outside a ball, 2-1. He's been a Gold Glover, World Series MVP, Salvador Perez. The pitch. There's a high fly ball. That's hit to deep right field. Walker back at the wall, and it's off the wall. Walker couldn't make the catch. Perez has a double leading off the second inning. That's a Sunfield out there right now.
I don't think he had a good eye on that. I'm with you. I think the fact that it's a Sunfield made it a little difficult for Jordan to see it at the last minute. The effort was there. He banged up against the wall trying to catch it with a little half jump, but was just a tad late. And I think there was a moment in that route where he was not 100% sure where that ball was.
The tying run is on second for a hot hitter in Carter Jensen. Left-handed batting catcher DHing tonight. He takes strike one from Liberatore. Almost another home run there given up by Liberatore, who allowed one to Witt, giving him 15 allowed this year. Liberatore checks on Perez. Wynn plays in behind him. The pitch fouled back and out of play. Carter Jensen is on a 9-game hitting streak, batting .361 with 13 hits, 7 runs scored, 5 doubles, 2 homers, 9 RBIs. He has walked twice during that streak. That's a great month.
It is.
For most players. That's over a 9-game hitting streak. The left-handed batter takes a little bit low. Jensen from Park Hill High School in Kansas City, Missouri. Batting .235, 53 hits, 31 runs scored, 14 doubles, and 9 homers. Nobody out, a runner at second, bottom of the second. The pitch outside.
His nickname given to him by his Latin teammates in the minor leagues is El Gato, which is Spanish for the cat, and it has to do with him being incredibly quick. He just does a lot of things quick. Hand-eye coordination is quick.
The 2-2 pitch is lined to left field. Velasquez won't be able to catch it, and we're tied. It's an RBI double for Carter Jensen, and he has a 10-game hitting streak. Back-to-back doubles off Liberatore. The 15th double for Jensen.
And Libby's woes against left-handed batters continues. He should dominate lefties. That pitch out over the plate, pretty straight, I would say. 96, good velocity, but not a lot of movement to that, not a lot of hop to that last delivery.
Jensen has traded places with Perez. Runner at second, and here's a high fly ball. That's it to rather deep left center field. Fermin camps under it, makes the catch. Jensen tags, and he's on his way to third, making it ahead of the throw. Runner at third, one out, a productive out off the bat of Nick Lofton. That brings in Isaac Collins, a switch batter, who will be up there right-handed. Edward Jones is a proud sponsor, proud to provide big brothers, big sisters with unique experiences for mentorship by partnering with the St. Louis Cardinals. Edward Jones, supporting local communities with the spirit of caring. The Cardinals play the infield in with a runner at third and one out. Liberatore's pitch. Check swing. Fastball upstairs. Collins 2 for his last 6. 4 out of his last 19 with 3 runs batted in. He has 20 RBIs, 2 of those with sacrifice flies. Liberatore's pitch, high again. 2 balls, no strikes. A double by Perez to right center, a double to left by Carter Jensen. Jensen advanced on the flyout by Lofton. Here's the 2-0 pitch. A swing and a base hit down the left field line just past the diving Blaze Jordan. The Royals have a 3-2 lead, and there's another double. Isaac Collins with his 9th double of the year and his 21st RBI. The Royals have the lead.
And they are hitting Libby hard today. A lot of hard hit balls. He does have a couple of strikeouts in this game, but the home run by Witt, even the ground out by Lane Thomas to start the game was hit pretty sharply. So he's not really missing their bats much here, and he's going to have to figure something out quickly.
He's going to have to try to limit the damage with the Cardinals down 3-2, and Michael Massey coming to bat. A mound visit by Pedro Pajes. It's a double fest for the Royals here. The Royals have 4 hits against Liberatore, all for extra bases. The Witt homer in the first, and then Perez, Jensen, and Collins hitting 2 base hits, hitting doubles. And here's Michael Massey, 28 years old, out of Illinois. He takes strike 1.
Libby has the highest ERA among the Cardinal starters, the 5 starters. Yet, when he starts, the Cardinals typically win. Redbirds are 10-4 in Libby's starts so far.
1 strike, 1 out. Runner at second. The pitch. A swing, and there's a high fly ball left field. Velasquez chasing it over in the corner near the wall, and the ball gets by him. It hits down. A catchable ball that ends up hitting the ground, and the Royals score another run. Collins comes across as Massey is standing on second.
He got under it. He just dropped it. He went over towards the wall, had the glove up, hit the glove. It just didn't stick. He did the hard part getting there and just didn't catch it.
And E7 allows the 3rd run of the inning. But out of the air, the Royals got 2 more bases. They have a runner at second, 1 out, 3 runs in. Now Lane Thomas, as the Royals are trying to keep the line moving. The pitch by Liberatore, a strike call. Thomas grounded out sharply to the second baseman Weatherholt, leading off the bottom of the 1st inning. 4 runs, 4 hits, each team with an error. The pitch, foul ball back, 2 strikes on Thomas.
2 teams that are pretty good defensively, especially the Royals. They're 3rd in the American League. They've only made 32 errors. The Cardinals have only made 33, but each with 1 more to add to that total, and a little bit sloppy here in the early going.
2 strikes, 1 out. The next pitch in the dirt. Pajes will get a new baseball from Ryan Blakeney, the home plate umpire. Good old-fashioned American League game is broken out here in Kansas City, that's for sure. Cardinals with 2 with the help of an error in the 1st inning. The Royals a Witt home run in the bottom half. 3 so far for the Royals with only 1 out in the 2nd. The 1-2 pitch. Check swing, a ball low. 2-2 on Thomas. The Cardinals got Lane Thomas from the Toronto Blue Jays. Now a Kansas City Royal. The pitch by Liberatore. A swing, and there's a ball hit to the gap in left center field. That gets down and goes to the wall. Yet another double for the Royals as Massey scores. And they're just piling it on Liberatore here in the 2nd.
There is nothing in the velocity of Libby that can tell me anything's wrong. That pitch was up and away. That was not a very good location. Actually, the velocity was down on that pitch. It was only 93, and it was in a terrible spot up and away to a right-handed batter. That's kind of a wheelhouse area, and so that goes under the category of mistakes. And this is where I talk about having that timeout for a pitcher. He's thrown 20 pitches this inning. Things are caving in on him. He just needs to regroup here. And, of course, you can do that with a mound visit, but sometimes you want to do it by yourself.
Dusty Blake, the Cardinal pitching coach, is out there. This has been a nightmare of an inning. Double, out,
double. E7 with Massey going to second as Velasquez couldn't make the catch on the fly ball in the left field corner. Then a double by Lane Thomas. Perez, Jensen, Collins, Massey, they've all scored. And the Royals own a 5-2 lead over the Cardinals in the bottom of the second inning.
This is actually the Royals team that we expected to see in 2026, having a pretty good offense. Now there's some of their key players are out, as we've mentioned, but
Pasquantino's out.
Garcia out. Isbell out.
One out, runner at second base. The pitch, a strike called at the knees to Bobby Witt Jr. Witt unloaded for his 10th home run of the year, hitting the ball over the wall in left center field with one out in the first inning. He has 10 homers and 31 RBIs. Liberatore checks on second. His pitch, and there's a base hit to right field. That's fielded by Walker around third. Thomas is trying to score. The throw is cut off by Burleson. The throw down to second, and Witt is safe. Thomas scores. Witt moves up on the throw in, and the Royals just keep piling on. A 6-2 lead in the second inning with one out.
Well, you don't often see a strong throw to a cutoff man and the guy's safe at second base anyway, taking that extra base, but that's what Bobby Witt just did.
Bobby Witt has the wheels to do that. Here's the 8th batter in the inning, Caglione. He wants to get in on the fun for Kansas City, while Liberatore is trying to put a stop to it. Ball one goes outside on a breaking ball. A 5-run second inning. And there is some activity in the Cardinal bullpen. A swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. Caglione and Marte struck out in the first inning. But the Royals have struck like lightning in the second inning. 4 doubles out of 5 hits plus a Cardinal error. Now the pitch. Low for a ball, rolling to the left of Pages, holding on at second, Bobby Witt Jr.
I believe that's Graceffo throwing in the Cardinals' pen. You know, we may see Max Rajic make a major league debut here at some point during the proceedings, but I think first up is Graceffo.
Lefty against lefty. The pitch. Caglione takes a little bit low and no challenge by Pages. Liberatore with the next pitch, and that's grounded to Weatherholt. Witt goes to third, and the throw to first retires Caglione. 2 outs. And the 9th batter of the inning is Starling Marte. Marte struck out his first time up. A run in the first on the Witt home run, and 5 runs in the second inning, including an RBI from Bobby Witt. Liberatore's pitch. Outside.
He's gassed right now.
He has 46 pitches total.
Yeah, I mean, that was a changeup, but I could just tell that physically it's been an inning that's taken a toll on him.
Liberatore's next offering right down the middle. That was a bit of a hanger. Marte let it go for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. This is one of those nights where the Cardinals are going to have to just go out and outmash the Royals. That may not be easy with Cameron looking like he's settling in, and there's a hit down the right field line. There's going to be another double. Witt scores. Marte, he might try to go to third. Well, he's going to slow up and stay at second base with a 2-out double, making it 7-2 Kansas City.
And that's going to be it for Libby.
This pitching change is brought to you by Goodwill. Give local, give hope, give Goodwill. We'll be back.
They say it's a game of numbers, pero el flow es completamente otra ciencia. Mi trabajo es sencillo, cachar ese ritmo que solo nuestra gente tira y regarlo por toda la temporada. Flow mayor is where all those rhythms meet. Porque el flow no es de un solo jugador, es de un corillo entero que prende estadio. De San Diego a Santo Domingo y cada parada en el camino. Cuando estamos activos, la liga sube de nivel. Esto es Flow Mayor.
2 strikes on Hunter. This ball hit deep left field. Take a good look. You won't see it for long. It's a one-run game. Second deck for Hunter Goodman. His first of the year. That thing went 435 feet.
And you get the future Hall of Famer, and for Hunter Goodman, last year's Silver Slugger, the National League as a catcher, just a rolling curveball. Hang it, Hunter Goodman's gonna destroy it.
Incomplete line on Matthew Liberatore. An inning and 2/3, 7 hits, 7 runs, 5 earned, no walks, 2 strikeouts, a home run given up to Witt. And Libby is responsible for Marte at second base. And here's the guy who got the inning started. He got the line moving. Salvador Perez. He hit a double off the wall in right center. And Graceffo deals a fastball strike.
Most runs allowed in a game as a big leaguer for Matthew Liberatore is 7. And the last time he did that, or the first time he did it, was against the Kansas City Royals in June of last year. June 5th to be exact.
And here is a balk by Graceffo, who stumbled in his windup. Rather than fall, he just stopped in mid windup and over to third on the balk. Marte. What else is going to go wrong?
He got his spike caught somehow at the front of the rubber, and he just was kicking out the front of the rubber. He actually slipped off of it and about fell down.
Runner at third now, 2 outs. 7-2 Kansas City. The pitch on the way. Perez hits a ground ball to Mason Wynn. That means he's out by plenty, about half a baseline. But the Royals picked up a big 6-run second. Ricky will tell you about the third. The Cardinals need to mount a big-time comeback.
Te encantan los jugadores. Te encanta el juego.
¡Y se fue!
Ahora puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas, jerseys autografiados y más, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores agregados toda la temporada. Cada artículo es autenticado por MLB para asegurar que lo que llega directamente a tu hogar es original. ¿Quieres una parte del juego? Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Hit on a line, down in left center field, and the Blue Jays have walked it off. The rookie, Valenzuela's the hero. Toronto comes back in the bottom of the 9th to win it 3-2.
Freeman to center field, a base hit. Number 2,500 in his career. The first major league hitter in 7 years to reach this mark.
Another homer by Matt Olson. His second home run tonight, and it is his 19th of the season, his 50th RBI.
What a return off the IL for Dylan Cease. 6 innings, just 1 run, struck out 11, tied a career high with 29 swings and misses in this game.
Montgomery hits a fly ball pretty well, deep left, and it is gone! He's won it! No chance! This is a night Braden will never forget.
Owned and operated.
It's Budweiser's 150th anniversary, and we're celebrating with a Heritage Can Series that honors our legacy of being made of America. Collect all 4 designs. For 150 years, this Bud's for you. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2026. Anheuser-Busch. Budweiser Lager Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Top of the 3rd inning, a rough night for Matthew Liberatore, who's only able to go an inning and 2/3. Gordon Graceffo just bailed him out of that 2nd inning as Noah Cameron back to work, throws strike 1 to Jordan Walker, who's 0 for his last 9. He reached on an error his last time, but it's been a bit for him to get a hit, but he's got plenty of them in 2026. The 1-strike pitch to Walker is swung on and missed, 0-2. So Liberatore's final line, an inning and 2/3, 7 hits, 7 runs, 5 of them earned, no walks, 2 strikeouts, and he threw 48 pitches in that inning and 2/3. And again, not a good night for him, and everybody in baseball has nights like that.
Well, the Cardinals need to keep their good at-bats going.
That's right.
Can't get the miracle bases-empty grand slam.
There's a swing and a miss, and that is a strikeout. Walker is strikeout victim number 2 for Noah Cameron, and it brings in Nelson Velasquez, who made a unfortunate error in last inning, which made the inning worse for sure. If you're a Cardinals fan, you know there's nothing like baseball in St. Louis, and that nothing beats 60-cent sippers and on the run the day after the Cardinals score 6.
They're going to need that tonight.
Yeah, they will. So he clicked with his walk, but then he clanked with his glove.
Oh, did he ever?
And he hits that ball hard into the left center field gap. I think that's going to get down, and it is. It's going to go to the wall. Velasquez heading to second base, and that seems to be the hit of the day, getting a double. A 1-out double for Velasquez. That's the Cardinals' 2nd double as we play here in the top of the 3rd inning. And the Royals have 5 of them already. And that's double number 2 on the season for Velasquez. Former Royal hit 14 home runs for them in 2023. And he did that in kind of a short period of time, too, down the stretch of that season. They had high hopes for him. Burley at the plate, and he swings over top of a breaking pitch, strike 1. Good slider from Cameron. Throws a 4-seamer, throws a slider, changeup, cutter, and curve. I would say pretty standard fare for a major league starter. Next delivery to Burley is a curveball that didn't curve.
Well, the Cardinals had 1 RBI in the game yesterday in the loss to San Diego, and that was provided by Burleson. He has provided the only RBI in this one, as the first run scored on an error.
Would like to extend his hitting streak and takes a pitch high. Good take there by Burley. Burley's a little more, almost, I would say, uncomfortable in the box against the lefty. He's a little more fidgety when the ball's on its way. He'll iron that out at some point. I know he will. The 2-1 pitch to him is hit towards left field off the end of the bat. Jumping back, now coming in is the left fielder Collins to make the play. Burley flies out. Velasquez back to second, and before Mason Wynn bats, let's pause for station identification. You and your friends are listening to the Cardinals Radio Network. It's powered by Gray Bar. Mason Wynn flied out his first time, hit the ball pretty sharply, and pops this one up foul off to our right, and that's going to be a souvenir. And will it be a Cardinal fan or a Royal fan? There's a lot of Cardinal fans here today. A lot of red behind the Cardinals dugout on the third base side. Home plate's about evenly split. And this is a very good venue to watch a ball game. Next pitch is high to Mason Wynn. Well, if I haven't mentioned the score yet this inning, it's there's only one good reason for that. I don't want to, but I guess I obliged to. It's 7-2 Kansas City, a 6-run second inning. That's where we sit right now, but things can change. The pitch to Mason is inside.
They need to find a way to get Velasquez in and start cutting into the lead.
Chip away, chip away. Outfield shades Wynn towards right field, and the breaking pitch is a called strike, actually a changeup. Changeup looks like a curveball, but it's a changeup. It just floats up there. Floats like a butterfly. And the score is stinging like a bee.
Thanks, champ.
7 runs on 7 hits for the Royals. 2 runs on 3 hits for the Cardinals. Next delivery is a check swing, and we're going to have an appeal here.
Catcher's challenging the call of ball.
Perez thinks that may have caught the bottom of the zone, and we're going to get a look at it right now. And it is indeed a
Call's
strike.
overturned, pitching strike. Kansas City has 2 remaining.
So Wynn is caught looking, leaves a runner at second base. We go to the bottom of the third, 7-2 Kansas City.
Diving stop from X. He flops down, tosses to first. That is in time. Grounded sharply, flagged down by Arenado. Long throw! Got him!
Floater into left center, and it's going to be caught on a diving catch by Rocchio with his back to home plate.
To the wall goes Simpson, and Simpson's got the ball. Took one away.
Short center, long run Carter. Oh, he got it! What a catch by Evan Carter!
Coming in is Carter, who dives and makes the catch.
Charging into Lauder, dives, and he made the catch. Oh, a tumbling grab by Chase DeLauder.
Ground ball to second, backhanded by Rojas. Throws from his knees. Miguel Rojas, ridiculous.
On the run and diving out there is Jackson Merrill.
That ball is caught up against the wall. Jordan Lawler.
James Outman dives, and he makes the catch. Welcome to Detroit.
Diving play Weatherholt from his knees. He throws out Caratini.
First pitch is grounded foul off the bat of Carter Jensen, who extended his hitting streak to 10 games with a double in the second inning. In fact, there were 5 doubles in that inning. The last time that the Cardinals allowed 5 doubles in an inning was the 2000 NLCS against the Mets. There's a swing and a fly ball to left field. That's going to stay in the ballpark. Somebody catch it, please. And it is Velasquez, and that is out number 1. In that game, it was, again, the NLCS. Darryl Kyle was the pitcher for the Cardinals in that game, and he allowed 5 doubles in Game 4 of the NLCS. I don't remember that. I'm sure Cardinal fans do.
Well, it's kind of something you'd like to forget.
Oh, boy. Of course, the tragedy of Darryl Kyle is something that people would like to forget even more. That was a difficult time in the Cardinal family, I can tell you that. Graceffo trying to restore some order here in the third inning. Delivers a pitch low for a ball. That makes it 2-0 on Nick Lofton, who flied out to center. He's been one of their better guys with runners in scoring position. Flied out in the second inning to center field. Next delivery to Lofton is a check swing. I think he went. Yep. Trip Gibson agrees with me. He's the crew chief of this crew. He's down at first base. Sean Barber at second. Dexter Kelly is our umpire at third, and it is Ryan Blakeney behind the plate. 2-1 the count. Gordon Graceffo has good numbers this year. The 2-1 delivery is hit hard towards left center field. On the move is Fermin. He's not going to get it, and it goes to the wall again. Into second base is Nick Lofton, and yet another double for the Kansas City Royals. They now have 6 doubles and a home run in this game, and we're only in the third inning. That was a center cut fastball, and Lofton just dropped the head on it and found that gap in left center. So Isaac Collins will bat. He doubled just last inning. He wears number 1, the former Milwaukee Brewer. Batting from the left side. And the first pitch to him is hit sharply but foul, thankfully, down the right field line.
Had double written all over.
It sure did. He runs well. That might have been a triple. I know how to stop the doubles. All I got to do is say this, that Graybar is your electrical and datacom distributor, helping to power, connect, and maintain your operations.
Yep.
Graybar does that, and it stops doubles. Just made that up, John.
Hope you're right.
I do too. A lot of Cardinal fans agree with you on that one. Swinging a line drive to right field, but it's going to be handled by Jordan Walker. He gets it in quickly. Thank you, Graybar.
Yep.
Line out to Walker. 2 outs, and Michael Massey. Sometimes you just have to have a kind of light response to games like this, John, and also keep playing, keep competing. But honestly, from a player's point of view, and you know this, and as we're around players all the time, kind of worrying about it and squeezing the bat tighter and getting mad and throwing helmet, that does not help. It just doesn't. Fastball misses low for a ball to Michael Massey.
And one of the great traits of this young Cardinal team is being able to put aside the bad stuff.
Yeah.
Try to learn from it, but put it aside and take care of business here and now.
And it can be misconstrued as you don't care when you don't throw a helmet, and that can't be farther from the truth. The 1-0 pitch is low. Often when a player throws a helmet or gets mad, whatever they do, they're just trying to prove to others that they care. But you don't have to do that. You just have to prove to yourself that you care, and to your teammates and to your manager, and we just have to trust that they do. And if they don't, guess what? They'll be found out, and they'll go do something else for a living. Kind of how that works. The 2-0 pitch is a changeup low, 3-0 the count. I do like the year that Graceffo's had, but he's had some moments where the numbers are way better than kind of the under-the-hood numbers, because he's had some hard-hit balls against him, but he's been fortunate. The 3-0 delivery is a called strike. It's kind of a left-handed compliment, but honestly, he's got a 2.14 ERA. He's 4-1, only 18 hits in 33 innings. He's doing something right. Not getting a lot of swing and miss, but getting outs. Trying to save that run at second base. The next delivery is pop foul down the left field line. Giving it a look is Jordan, but it's over the screen and out of play. So a full count to Michael Massey, who hit that ball down the left field line, and it was maybe, I would say, 10 feet fair. A high fly ball. Velasquez went a long way to get it, but kind of settled under it. Kind of slowed down to settle under it, put up his glove, and just missed it. That's what happened. Lofton takes his lead at second base. Mason keeping him close. Next delivery is high for a ball, and he walked it. So a walk of Massey gets you back to the top of the lineup. And Lane Thomas, who has grounded out and doubled. And if you're a leadoff hitter, nothing better than getting in at bat in the first 3 innings of a ball game. What does that tell you? It tells you your team's leading 7-2. Got to get this guy with Bobby Witt Jr. on deck. Certainly came to hit today. Fastball is inside for a ball, and that was mishandled by Pages. He was trying to frame it. The reason catchers will drop balls more now than they've done in the past is they're working so hard to keep their glove in the zone to try to kind of sell it on the umpire that is so paramount to them that they're going to manipulate the ball as much as they can to make it look like a strike. Fastball is a strike on the outside corner. And here's the deal. We say, well, wait a minute. What are you talking about, Rick? Which by the way.
What are you talking about, Rick? I don't know. You're confusing me.
I've heard that before. Don't we have an ABS? Why would they even be trying to frame now we have a ABS? Well, the deal is there's a lot of pitches that are not challenged that are influenced by the catcher framing or not framing. That pitch is low. You brought up yesterday that Mason Wynn probably had 3 pitches in the game yesterday that he could have challenged and won. So if you've got a catcher that has soft hands and has a really good knack of that, it's a plus. 2-1 pitches swung on and missed. Not a good swing there by Lane Thomas, who chased a breaking ball.
Jose Molina, Yachty and Benji's brother, told us that he used to frame them just simply by turning the glove.
Yeah,
didn't really move his arm
That's
much.
how you were taught. And
he was one of the best at framing pitches.
And they'll pop it up now at the bottom of the zone. That's the one they're trying to get. 2-2 pitch is lofted foul off to the right. Little jam shot there. So we'll do it again. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Graceffo is ready. He has the sign from Pajes. Checks the runner at second. And here it comes. 2-2 pitches. Pop foul again. I know some of your favorite World Cup soccer players were here for the Open, John, of the first pitch ceremony. The coach of the team from England, World Cup team from England, Harry Kane, who's I actually have his jersey at home.
They've been working out here.
You may be surprised, but they had 3 players from England out on the field. They got a nice round of applause. 2-2 pitch is grounded foul.
Have you figured out how you're going to get to the match on Saturday? Saturday.
I'm thinking about helicopter.
Perhaps parachuting in.
I'm not worried. I might go sleep up at the FCA building across the street. See if that works. Next delivery is grounded to the right side. Weatherholt gets it on 3 hops, and he throws out Lane Thomas. So Graceffo is able to put up a 0. That's the first time the Cardinals have done that. We go to the top of the 4th inning. It's 7-2 Kansas.
I'm going to go check out Food Truck Row. So, what did you guys get today?
Philly cheesesteaks.
Both of you got the same thing. Are they that good?
Oh, yeah.
Got a hot dog and some fries.
Just kind of basic ballpark.
Chicken bacon sandwich.
Uh-huh.
Philly cheesesteak.
Okay.
And some
crinkle cut fries.
Okay, where are you guys from?
We're from Dallas.
Dallas. That's what's fun about baseball. It brings different regions together, not just the ball and glove and bat, but what we're eating.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back, bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the ultimate mystery player challenge, and Immaculate Grip, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play, only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
The first thing people realize is the history of Montgomery, and that history is real. So while that history is in the past, it also helps us move forward in a positive way.
Just like a lot of other of the 120 minor league teams, the baseball is not what we do, right? The Tampa Bay Rays do a phenomenal job of sending amazing athletes here, and we let them handle the baseball, and we handle everything outside the line.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Double reward points at the stadium and at Cardinals.com. Central Bank, the hometown bank of the St. Louis Cardinals, are now offering the official St. Louis Cardinals credit card. Visit CardinalsCredit.com or any Central Bank location to sign up. Subject to credit approval, see bank for details.
First pitch is swung on and a bit of a jam shot down the left field line, and it's a base hit for Blaze Jordan, who is aboard. 1 pitch, and the Cardinals have a base runner. That probably broke his bat, I would say.
I think he did, but he'll trade that broken bat for a base knock.
I wonder if they plant trees over here in Kansas City, too.
I see one there, one there.
I know that.
One over there.
I know Focal Point does work here. I bet they're planting a tree on the other side. I think that's what they're doing.
Over by the FCA building.
That may be. First pitch is taken high by Jose Fermin, so the Cardinals pick up their 4th hit. Jordan is aboard for Fermin with Pages due up next. Cardinals need to get something going here. Just a couple more runs. A couple runs would be, well, it'd be nice. Next delivery is a swing and a foul. Inside out swing by Fermin, who has a very different swing. It's almost a 2-part swing now. He didn't used to have that, but he drops the bat head, he drops his hands low, and then kind of scoops up a little bit. I think he's just trying to elevate. And he takes a breaking pitch inside on that delivery, 2-1. So now he's in the driver's seat. Cardinals scored 2 runs in the first inning. Everything was going their way, including an error by Bobby Witt Jr. that led to some Cardinal tallies. Next delivery is a check swing, and that's a called strike. Good changeup. He really pulled the string on that one. So one of the 2 runs that Cameron allowed in the first inning is earned. The other is not. Libby gave up 2 unearned runs of the 7. Next delivery is pop foul off to our right. Oh, it's getting closer to us. Oh, nice play below on the carom off the wall above us. Two the count on Cardinals center fielder Jose Fermin. Timeout is called at the plate, and I believe that was Fermin doing that. By the way, for those scoring at home, Mustard won the hot dog race today. And living up to the name, Mustard was kind of Cadillacing at the end, kind of showing off, and Relish almost won. So I think that, well, that's the way it is. Curveball in the dirt. But I'll give Mustard credit. Got off to a great start.
Yeah, Mustard had a big lead in the hot dog race, but
yeah,
he only won by a link.
That's right. Exactly. I didn't see ketchup anywhere.
No.
3-2 the count.
He had to catch up.
Yep, yes he did. Fermin likes to hit the ball the other way, and he pulls this one. He got jammed as well, and it's going to drop in front of the left fielder, and Jordan gets into second base. So 2 jam shots, but 2 base hits. Cardinals will take them.
Well, we asked Fermin before the game, how many knocks do you feel good about tonight? And he said, well, 1. I think I'm going to see 3 pitches I can do something with, but I'll get 1. Well, he got his 1 knock there. I said, why not get 3?
I don't know how he did something with that. That was not an easy pitch to hit. That was in on his fists. So Pedro Pages.
That's called concentration.
Good execution, too. Pages at the plate, and he takes a strike. Sunday, June 28th is Cardinals soccer jersey night. I could use that on Saturday. I should have brought it.
You should have. There was one in the booth.
I know. I think somebody else may have taken that. Fans will take home a Cardinals soccer jersey on that day, presented by Purina, as the off-speed pitch is high. It's available in medium and extra large while supplies last. Details at cardinals.com/promotions. That I should be wearing that
right now.
Oh well, now or Saturday. The 1-1 delivery is swung on and missed. The Cardinals and the Royals not playing on a Saturday, which is unusual. It's because there's a World Cup game right next door at Arrowhead. And I am
that
going.
Place looks like a compound right now.
Yeah, it does. There's tents everywhere, and it'll be packed. It'll be crazy. It'll be fun. It'll be bedlam. It'll be World Cup soccer. So I'll get
Oklahoma against Oklahoma State. That's bedlam.
Bedlam, right? 3.
Hey, how about Oklahoma?
Yeah, they're
for
good.
The college baseball championship.
Jimmy Crook's probably happy about that. Chip Carey's probably not too happy because they beat Georgia.
Did Georgia in.
1-2 the count on Pages. We'll see if he can get a jam shot base hit to left. Might as well join the crowd. 2 on, nobody out in the Cardinals' third, or fourth, I should say. Long wait by Cameron. Long wait. Another look to second. The pitch home is grounded foul.
I think that was a broken bat.
I think it was. He's going to need a new piece of lumber.
More wood for the winter fire right there. What a pleasant night we have here in Kansas City.
Couldn't be nicer. Pretty ballpark. Love the fountains here.
The water spectacular.
It's
Park
spectacular.
Open, 1973.
It's awesome.
My senior year of high school.
All right. The 1-2 delivery to Pajes. He's got a new bat. He's ready to go. And here comes the pitch, and it's popped foul over our head again. 1973. I think that was the year I was born. Am I right? Am I getting that right? Probably not. Not quite. I was trying to figure out how to throw a curveball down. There's a changeup missing low, so a 3-2 count. The Cardinals one pitch away from getting a third base runner here in the
Cameron
fourth
is
inning.
2 pitches away from 70.
Cardinals have made him work, that's for sure. Big pitch coming up. 2-2 deliveries taken high. It's 3-2. Again with the changeup. So they're 2 pitches away. Now they're 1 pitch away from loading the bases. Cameron, a long look and a long listen. And the 3-2 pitch is a swing and a miss. Got him with a changeup. Pajes strikes out. He made him work, but eventually strikes out. Now it's J.J. Weatherholt, the bat, who has singled and doubled. He's halfway to the natural cycle.
And with the curved walls in the corners,
that's possible.
This is a triples ballpark.
It is. Pretty deep, straightaway center, 2-4-10. There's a ball hit down the left field line towards the corner, but it's slicing foul, and it's going to be up in the seats about 10 rows back.
Well, that looked like a George Brett drive.
It did.
I saw Brett hit that foul pole at least twice in games that I saw him play here. Man, he just had the power to all fields.
And he's a guy that kind of had a whip swing too.
Yes.
And that's what Weatherholt has. Next pitch to him is hit towards right field. Little looper, and it's going to be caught on the run by Marte. He got a pretty good jump on that. So JJ's bid to go 3 for 3 comes up a bit short. And the Cardinals are down to their last out here in the fourth inning. A fly out to right by JJ brings in Herrera.
Herrera's hit safely in each of his 9 career games against the Royals, and he had a 4 RBI game here on the 16th of May last year.
He struck out against Cameron last at bat. Got crowded with a slider. How will they pitch him this time? First pitch in the dirt. Changeup. His changeup really is almost like a splitter. It's like it looks to me like a Bruce Sutter split finger fastball. I don't know exactly how he holds the ball. I'm not sure he'd tell me if I asked. He probably would. But it goes down quite a bit. Next pitch is inside, and did it hit him?
How
yes,
about that?
It did.
What's a game if Herrera's not hit by a pitch?
Unbelievable.
20.
That's 20 hit by pitches up for Ivan Herrera as we play game number 73. And that's going to bring their pitching coach out. That's Brian Sweeney. Well, I've got to do some quick math here. 20 over 73.
Archimedes.
Is the same as the X over 162. 73X times 3. I'll be a while. Hold on a minute.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, I know they're talking on the mound, so I figured I had time to do math.
Well, we have time to read War and Peace while you're doing that.
I'll get it, John. Don't worry. I know you're not.
I don't worry. I'm being happy.
Good. 160 times 20 equals divided by 73 is he's on pace for 44 hit by pitch. So he's not at Ron Hunt pace. That's where I was going with that. Ron Hunt
took a while, but you made it.
Yeah, I got there. There's no time. This was not a time test, was it? I like the fact that Jordan Walker's batting with the bases loaded. The pitch to him is a breaking ball inside for a ball. Oh, what a moment it would be here.
Cameron wanted that call.
Yes, he did. But I'd love to see a hanger here and Jordan demolish it. Base is full of Cardinals. 2 outs in the fourth. Pitch is swung on and missed. Swung over the top of a curveball.
Walker with 56 runs batted in. 22 of those have come with 2 outs.
Reached on an error in the first inning. Struck out in the third inning. Deep in the box. Sitting on 18 homers, 56 RBIs. The 1-1 delivery to him is a swing and a miss. He threw it by him up in the zone. And that's what having that changeup can do. 93 is all the velocity was.
But it looks like 98.
Oh, my goodness. Jordan's going to call timeout here, you think? 1-2 the count. And Jordan asks for time.
7:57 Central.
Not only is it 7:57, it's time for a big fly. Perfect time for a big fly. 1-2 the count. Bases loaded. Walker at the plate. The pitch to him is a check swing. Did he go? No, he didn't go. I was a little worried about that one. Walker was able to hold up on that fastball up in the zone. And now the count's 2-2. Outfield is deep. The 2-2 delivery to Walker is hit sharply left side of the infield. Nice play by Witt, and he can't make a throw. And he got hurt. Oh, my goodness. He is down on the ground. He twisted something, started to turn to make the throw, and he is down on the ground right now. And the left fielder and the second baseman, Collins and Massey, are both kind of talking to him as he either strained something or pulled something, and he just bounced right up. But something was tweaked by Bobby Witt Jr. enough for him not to be able to make a throw. So that's going to be an infield hit for Walker.
That breaks an 0 for 10.
And it's an RBI and a Cardinal run as they're attending to Witt, who may still stay in this game. That ball was smoked, and something didn't feel right for Witt. I wonder if he had a cramp. He could have had that too.
He may have. And the way he flipped the ball, he wanted to make sure he got rid of it to somebody to keep another run from scoring.
And before Velasquez bats, let's pause for station ID while they're attending to Bobby Witt. You're listening to the Cardinals Radio Network, powered by Gray Bar. So they're looking at the knee of Bobby Witt, and he's kind of flexing it a little bit right now, and he's walking around, and he says he's going to be able to stay in the game, but that's kind of a little scary moment when you've got your prize player that goes down and needs some assistance.
Well, Witt was able to atone for an error. Let's see if Velasquez can.
Perfect opportunity for him to bat with the bases loaded against his former team. And may I say that he's the tying run at the plate? May I?
You just did.
Okay. Velasquez has walked and doubled in this game. So Walker now with 57 RBIs leads the National League. I don't know if Andy Pages has any today, but they were tied coming into play. And the pitch to Velasquez is inside, ball one. Perfect time for Velasquez to hit a linea somewhere. You don't have to get it all back. Let's just get some more back. Base is full of Cardinals again. There's 2 outs. We're in the 4th. The pitch to Velasquez is in the dirt. That gets away from Perez, but no advancement, as the runner at third base is Fermin, and he didn't feel like it was far enough away.
He had a good look at it, and Perez recovered quickly. The ball was about 5 feet on the grass to the right of that circle around home plate. And the way Cameron was crashing toward the plate, that would have been an out.
I think it would have been too. Fermin is an average runner, and that would have been a bad move, I think. Everybody takes their lead. The pitch to Velasquez is a called strike, a changeup on 2-0. So 2-1 the count. Fermin at third, Herrera at second, Jordan Walker at first. 7-3 Kansas City now. Cardinals have already scored 1 this inning. They're threatening for more. The 2-1 delivery is a check swing, and did he go? Oh, he did. He swung at that. I thought he might have. Couldn't hold up, and now he's in the hole.
Steven Cruz is warming up for Kansas City. He's a right-hander.
They have 7 right-handers, 2 lefties in their pen, and the Cardinals have 4 left-handed bats on their bench, and we will see them at some point.
That we will.
Pitch number 84 coming up to Velasquez. The 2-2 pitch. Here it comes. It's line foul. Watch out for Mean. He hit the deck, didn't he?
Well, that check swing, that was a pitch in the strike zone anyway. For strike 2 a moment ago.
Velasquez hit that ball hard, but got the bat head out just a little bit too quickly. Another 2-2 pitch coming up. Another pitch for Cameron. Here it comes to Velasquez, and that's a called strike 3 right down the middle.
Goodness.
That is not a good take there for Velasquez. 2 strikeouts in the inning. The Cardinals strength.
Pat Murphy going to use an ace up his sleeve and bring in Christian Yelich with a tying run aboard at third base. Fly ball to deep right! It is way back and gone! Yelich delivers in the clutch. It's his first career pinch hit home run, and he left nothing in the tank.
My God, how far did that go?
The Cubs are on fire and have turned 1060 West Addison Street, aka Wrigley Field, into the hottest address in baseball. This week, the Cubbies flew the W for the 15th straight time, their longest home winning streak since '08. And they're winning in dramatic fashion.
Dansby's going to score. The Cubs are going to walk off the red. 4-ball game. 3 straight walk-off wins in the series against Cincinnati.
At the center of it all is Nico Horner, flat out playing like the best second baseman in baseball. Shota Imanaga has been one of the game's best on the hill with a sub-2.5 ERA. With PCA doing PCA things in the field and a solid bullpen, this Cubs team looks built for the long haul. The NL Central has been baseball's toughest division. Will the Cubbies' home field advantage be the difference in the chase for the division crown?
That matter most to you. From Gold Gloves to championship rings, from the Wizard and Willie to Albert, Yachty, Uncle Charlie, and well beyond. Their careers define our pages. Treat yourself or a friend to a subscription today at cardinals.com/magazine. Cardinals Magazine, past, present, and future, it's all here.
Fastball misses high, ball 1 to Tyler Tolbert, who is pinch hitting for Bobby Witt Jr. So we have a development here in Kansas City that Witt is taken out of the game. He went down trying to catch a ball in the hole between third and short, and it ended up being an infield hit for Jordan Walker and something to do with his knee, so he's out of this game. So Tolbert replaces him. He was born in Birmingham, Alabama.
He went to UAB.
And last year was his first year in the big leagues. He hit .280 for the Royals. And he takes a strike from Graceffo, whose job is to keep this game close enough so the Cardinals can come back. A disappointing end to the top of this inning. There could have been more, but the Redbirds did pick up a run. So they trail by 4 as we play here in the 4th inning. Tolbert bats from the right side. And the next pitch to him is taken high. Don't want to walk a guy just in the game for Bobby Witt Jr.
After playing at Omaha, Tolbert has 17 at bats, .235 average. He's been on enough to steal 5 bases.
Yeah, that's what I don't like. He's going to take off if he gets on. Next pitch is fouled back. Pretty good hack there.
67 at bats in the big leagues, Ricky. He has 26 steals.
Yeah.
1 homer, 6 RBIs.
28 years of age. Tolbert again batting for Bobby Witt Jr., who was 2 for 2 with a home run and a single. Scored twice. Payoff pitch coming up from Graceffo, and that's fouled back. Tried to get that fastball by him, up and in. So it's Tolbert, Caglione, and Marte. So the injury bug has really bit these Royals. We'll see if that injury to Bobby Witt is a short-term thing and if it affects their team as well. Overall, 3-2 pitch is down low. He walked it. He went with the slider and missed and walks Tolbert. Not a good start to the inning. Caglione hitting .267. He had a rough first year in the big leagues last year. In fact, he made his major league debut against the Cardinals in June of last year. And he hit just .157 as a rookie, but he has some power, and he takes a pitch outside ball one. He's hitting .370 for the month of June, although he has struck out and grounded out in this game. And will Tolbert take off? 1-0 the count. Not going, and the pitch is low, 2-0. So Graceffo having a little trouble with his control here this inning. That's not a typical thing for him. Working from the first base side of the rubber, has a 2-0 count on Caglione. A throw to first, and back safely is Tolbert. "33 innings of work, 13 walks." So that's, I would say, pretty good. Not great, but pretty good. 2-0 delivery. Here it comes. That's hit in the air to left field. Well struck. Back is Velasquez. He looks up, and it's gone. Over the wall, over the American League scoreboard. A 2-run opposite field home run for Jack Caglione. 2 more on the board for the Royals. It's now 9-3 Kansas City. Caglione showing the power that he had at the University of Florida. 402-foot home run the other way, and the Royals continue to swing the bat here tonight. So it's Starling Marte, and that walk really hurt. Graceffo swinging a base hit to left field for Marte. And the beat goes on for Kansas City, who now just picked up their 10th hit of the game already, and we're only in the 4th inning.
Well, Matt Swanson had a good game out of the bullpen yesterday, but after that, the bullpen wasn't good, and the starting pitching was terrible tonight. And Graceffo has been touched up here after a walk for a 2-run homer and a single.
Salvador Perez has bounced into 8 double plays. There's some news for you. There's some good news. See if he can do that again. The first pitch to him is a check swing, and he didn't go on the appeal. You've seen the steeple patch on every Cardinals jersey. One of America's fastest growing wealth management and investment banking firms. Proudly rooted in St. Louis. Steeple, where success meets success. 9-3 Kansas City. There goes the runner. The pitch is grounded foul, and Marte's going to have to make his way back to first base. He doesn't have a stolen base yet this year. Well, the Royals taking off, leading 9-3. They believe that the Cardinals are still in this game. I mean, you still have to run. There was a time in the game where you might not do that. Reminds me of a game the Cardinals had against the Giants years ago. The 1-1 delivery is fouled off to the right. It's a day where I happen to be standing on the field near home plate, and both managers started shoving each other as there was a fight over whether or not you should be stealing. And I think the score may have been 9-3, and it may have been the 4th inning. I'll have to look that up. But that's about right. And it was Vince Coleman who did it. And Roger Craig was standing there, friend of Whitey Herzog's, and said, "Whitey, I know you wouldn't want him to be running in this situation." Whitey said, paraphrased, "The heck I don't." Didn't exactly say that. And then they started pushing and shoving, and we had quite the melee. There goes the runner, swing and a line drive to center field, and making the play is Fermin. His throw all the way back into first base, not in time to double up Marte, who scampers back to the bag.
That was a rocket.
It sure was. We've seen a lot of those here tonight. That was a long fight with a lot of people in that fight that stayed in the game a long time. Bob Brenly was in that game. Mike Krukow, Dwayne Kuiper for the Giants. Swing and a miss. Strike one on Carter Jensen. As Brule is throwing in the Cardinals pen, as is Max Rajic. 1 on, 1 out. Bottom of the fourth. The pitch to Jensen is outside for a ball. He has a double in this game. Actually, easier to say who does not have a double in this game.
You're right.
Who does not have an extra base hit in this game? There's only one guy. That's Massey. How about that? 8 guys with an extra base hit already. Marte takes his lead, breaking pitch, and that's a strike. That was a good pitch by Graceffa.
But Massey made second base on the drop ball.
He did.
In left field by Velasquez.
So he has a pseudo double. Everybody else has a real double or a real home run. Now that Caglione has homered this inning. 1-2 pitch is a bit high. 2-2. Whew. 43 pitches for Graceffa. That's about the most we've seen him throw, too, I think. He's going to end up with, if he gets through this inning, 2 1/3 innings. But he's got a way to go to get through this inning. He needs a double play here with Jensen at the plate. Off-speed pitch is low, and he seems to be tiring a bit.
He does. He's laboring some out there right now.
Jensen has 9 home runs and 38 RBIs. El Gato, the DH today. He's also a catcher. Pena has been calling him the catcher of the future, or Perez, excuse me, not Pena. Payoff pitch coming up. With a runner at first base. I bet he's going here. There he goes. 3-2 pitch is fouled off, and that one may have
caught Page's right hand.
Hardly a day goes by where he's not caught.
Or may have caught his left wrist. That's what he's holding.
Yep.
As he clenched that right fist like he was hit on that hand, but the glove came off when the foul ball hit the wrist area on the left hand.
There's not enough catching armor for Pedro Pages.
Or for any catcher. Really.
No, that's true. He seems to get more than his share. Graceffa facing another 3-2 count. Carter Jensen, rookie, at the plate. The 3-2 pitch is fouled off again, and the beat goes on. Lofton in the on-deck circle, Nick Lofton. And both pitchers should be ready by now in the Cardinals' pen. We'll see which one Ollie wants to go to. It depends on what happens here, who he goes to. 3-2 pitch. There goes the runner, and that one's hit sharply into right field for a hit. Pass Burley, going to go towards the corner, heading to second base with another double is Carter Jensen. Yet another double. Runners at second and third and 1 out as he hit that ball on the nose past Burley into right field. And the Royals are not done yet here in the 4th inning. Second and third, 1 out, with Lofton coming to the plate and Ollie Marmol coming out to the mound. We are going to have a pitching change, and this one is brought to you by Missouri Farmers Care, feeding Cardinal fans across the nation. We'll be right back.
Yeah, I was worried about his left-handed wrist, but it appears Austin's okay.
Rowdy Tellez is a big man with a big personality. He's a playful guy. That's Rowdy saying, hey, man, I'm getting out of your way.
Nice catch, JD. JD. What a catch. They probably stuck with the pine tar.
No kidding. Look at this guy.
I mean, it comes off the screen, and he just bare hands it.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game, these games, all the games, pre-game, post-game, and everything in between. This is baseball your way, with real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
Well, we certainly served it up over the plate. This is a burger fit for a home run king, the 99 burger in honor of Aaron Judge. They sell a bazillion of these at Yankee Stadium. It looks pretty good. I feel like we passed the test. What about you?
I think so.
Thought it might happen tonight. We thought we might have another major league debut, and we've got one right now. It's Max Reagular. His first game in the major leagues. The first batter he will face is Nick Lofton. Reagular, who went to UCLA, just up from Memphis, and his first pitch as a big leaguer is taken high for a ball to Lofton. Reagular very excited, had a nice visit with him before the game, and he is really excited about this opportunity. He's been dreaming about it since he was a kid, he said. He's got a 1-0 count. Infield is in, and the pitch is grounded foul. No, it's fair down the third base line, and it's going to go to the corner. 2 runs are going to score, and into second base with a double is Nick Lofton. Both of those runs charged to Gordon Graceffo, and the doubles just keep on coming here in Kansas City. Two RBIs for Lofton. 2 doubles in this inning. And 8 in the game so far for Kansas City as the curveball misses down and into Isaac Collins. I don't believe I've ever seen 8 doubles in a game.
I haven't. Not until tonight.
Reagular had very good numbers in AAA, 2.88 ERA. The right-hander delivers to Collins. There's a strike called in at the knees. Who will his first strikeout be? Well, you always remember the first batter that you faced. You always remember your first strikeout. First home run you gave up. 1-1 pitch is hit high in the air to right field. That's going to stay in the ballpark. Backing up a step is Walker. He makes the catch, gets it in, long throw all the way into third base, and pretty close play at the bag as Walker showing off his arm, but Lofton makes it in safely. So Collins is out, and it's Massey at the plate. So Max will be able to say that the first batter that I got out was Isaac Collins. Max was 4-2. He was the Cardinals minor league pitcher of the year in 2023. Liberatore was the minor league pitcher of the year in 21. He started this game and had a rough game. There's a good breaking ball for a strike. Max has all the assortment of a starting pitcher. He throws a sweeper and a curveball and a cutter and a slider. And yet he's been working out of the pen, and he's been able to use those pitches as a reliever. The 1-strike pitch is popped foul off to the left and out of play. And Ollie believing that he could be a guy that could be a length guy out of their pen, a 2 or 3 inning guy. Maybe.
Well, they're going to need that tonight.
Yep, they are. Maybe a guy like Kyle Leahy was last year, where he could go a couple of innings often. You know, I think they thought that Soriano would be that guy too, but he's been so good, they like him in the 7th, 8th, and 9th inning role. 0-2 the count. And here comes the pitch to Massey. Curveball's grounded foul. Boy, the Royals seem to like the hitting background here, don't they?
They're happy to be home, that's for sure.
They're seeing the ball really well.
Their home record is 17-21.
On the road, just 13-24. Not the season they planned for. The 0-2 pitch is taken low. That was the curveball from Reagular. Throws that at 82 miles an hour. Max 5'10". Where's number 71? Showing all the stripes on his socks. George Kissel would be loving that. 1-2 the count on Michael Massey. Here comes the pitch. A check swing. He didn't go. On deck is Lane Thomas. 11-3 Kansas City. They have doubled up the Cardinals on hits. They have 12 of them. And again, we're only in the 4th inning. Reagular ready for the 2-2. Has the sign, and here it comes. That's high, 3-2. Noah Cameron has given up 3 runs on the other side, and he's thrown a lot of pitches. The Cardinals have made him work, but Cardinals pitchers have had to work harder. Liberatore, Graceffo, now Reagular. Payoff pitch coming up. Curveball is bounced foul. Threw him a 3-2 hook.
Seems like the Royals have been batting since Monday.
It really does. Reagular trying to finish off the 4th inning somehow, some way. 3-2, and the pitch is popped up in the air to left field. Well struck, and on the move is Velasquez. He settles under it, and he makes the catch on the warning track. So Reagular is able to get a couple of long fly ball outs. He gets through his first inning as a big leaguer. So congratulations.
Getting traded to Boston from Chicago. You see here the traditional jersey. I love a road jersey because it says where you're from, and this is simple, clean, and cool. And then you see this patch right here. This is from the 2013 postseason run, which was unlike anything I had ever been a part of. To punch through and hoist that trophy. Boston strong forever, baby.
The Rockies have scored in 6 of the 8 innings.
The Rockies a franchise high 23 runs today.
Driven deep to right field. There it goes. See ya. A long home run for Ben Rice.
And Marte unloads deep left center. For the first time in the big leagues, he's got yard in 3 consecutive games.
And Junior dives like Superman and makes the catch for out number 1 in the 2nd inning.
Bobby Witt had to go to his right an extreme distance, and you said there, Superman at work.
Oh! Robbed by Marcy in center! That gets through, and it could clear the bases. Jacob Marcy with a terrific tuck-and-roll grab.
Noah Cameron has thrown 87 pitches as he deals to Burleson a strike. Burley was ahead 2-0, now 2-1 count. Burleson 0 for 1, a sacrifice fly for one of the 3 Cardinal runs tonight, and a fly out to left field. Burleson a foul ball off to the left. It's 2-2. So Cameron is not long for this game, but they want to get him through the 5th, where he's eligible for a win as the Royals lead big tonight, 11-3. Out hitting the Cardinals 12-6, and it has been double trouble for the Royals against Cardinal pitching. A swing and a miss. Burleson strikes out. 6 strikeouts for Cameron. Let's pause here for a station ID. Cardinals Radio Network, powered by Graybar. Our featured station on the Cardinals Network tonight is WBBA in Pittsfield, Illinois. If you're planning a trip to St. Louis from Pittsfield or anywhere in Cardinal Nation, then visit ExploreSt.Louis.com and make it a great trip. ExploreSt.Louis.com. 1-0 the count on Mason Wynn. Cameron's pitch, low, 2 balls, no strikes.
Brian Bartow tells us only once since 1969 have the Cardinals allowed 9 doubles in a game. Now they've only allowed 8. So that 9-double game, the biggest since 1969, happened in 2016 in a game against Cincinnati.
A pitch right there for a strike. Cameron has been behind 2-0 on both Burleson and Wynn, but Burleson struck out swinging. It's 2-1 now on Wynn. Mason 0 for 2. The lefty's pitch, foul ball straight back. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The Cardinals had a long top of the first inning and scored 2 runs, leaving 2 on. They left a runner at second base in the second inning, a runner at second base in the third, left the bases loaded in the fourth. A foul ball by Mason. He stays alive at 2-2.
So here's what you have to readjust your mission in a game like this. So what's an important thing for the Cardinals to do right now? Get this pitcher out, get their starter out, get into their bullpen, and use up their bullpen. Do some damage on them so it will affect tomorrow. So regardless of where you end up today, you keep fighting every day, but you're also trying to wear out their bullpen if you can.
Mason Wynn swings and lines it into left center field in the gap. That gets down and rolls to the track, backhanded by Lane Thomas, and there's a double for Mason Wynn. That's his 10th double this year. And that's what you're talking about right there.
Is this a bigger outfield than any outfield? I mean, it seems like there's gaps everywhere in the outfield. We've seen so many doubles in this game.
But that was a hanger that Mason did not miss. And he didn't swing all that hard.
No.
The center fielder Thomas got to it right at the edge of the warning track. And Blaze Jordan, who broke an 0 for 6 with a base hit, scored the Cardinal run in the fourth. He's up for the 3rd time tonight. Jordan takes a strike on the outside corner.
Matt Quatrero is their manager, who played collegiately at ODU, and having been a catcher, he played other positions. I'm sure he really wants to get his pitcher through 5 innings if he can.
The pitch by Cameron. That swung on, lined into right center field, and closing fast and sliding with the catch. It's Marte. That's what speed will do for you. That took a hit and an RBI away from Blaze Jordan.
About halfway there, I think he was debating whether or not he was going to let that drop or go the rest of the way, and he went the rest of the way, and he made a nice play.
Jose Fermin, 1 for 2, a fly ball to the warning track, well struck in the first inning for an out. Then he singled, reaching for an inside pitch. He looped it to short left field. Fermin takes a fastball wide. 10 hits in the last 24 at-bats for Fermin, with 4 runs scored, a couple of RBIs. Trying to pick up Mason Wynn from second base with 2 outs as the Cardinals trail 11-3 here in Kansas City. We're in the 5th. Noah Cameron with the pitch right down the middle. 1 ball, 1 strike.
For me, he was a AAA All-Star last year, and I think is really establishing himself as a good bat to have on your bench and a good versatile player to have on your team.
A lead at second for Mason Wynn. Good speed out there. The pitch by Cameron. High for a ball. 2 balls and a strike. The center fielder Thomas is shading Fermin toward right field. The second baseman, that's Massey. He's playing up the middle. The shortstop is now Tyler Tolbert, taking over for Bobby Witt after batting for him. The 2-1 pitch. Runner at second. 2 outs. Fermin swings and hits it foul out of play. That's way back in the lower level down the right field line, and a count of 2 balls, 2 strikes. The lights are on. They have not yet taken effect here at Kauffman Stadium along I-70 in Kansas City. The pitch on the way. Fermin swings and lines it to right center field. That gets down for a hit, and Wynn is going to score. A 2-hit night for Fermin. An RBI number 13 for him. And that's Fermin's 6th 2-out RBI out of his 13.
Your pitching coach is running out to the mound, so he's not walking. He wants to make sure that Cameron knows you're staying in this game. I just giving you a breather here, but you know you're getting to the point where he's going to have his most pitches that he's thrown in a season. One more pitch and he matches that 104, and that was just 2 starts ago. So here's where you're kind of playing with fire a little bit, trying to get him through 5 innings, but I don't know how much further you can go.
Mason Black, a right-hander, is warming in the bullpen, backing up Noah Cameron. Sweeney is back in the first base dugout. He doesn't take long to get out there or get back to the dugout.
No, he doesn't.
Most pitching coaches, it's like the turtle making his way out to the mound.
Exactly.
Here's the pitch, and Pahe swings and misses.
I think he has more to say. So it is right when you leave the. They start counting right when you leave the dugout. Right. So his sprinting gives him more words.
A changeup for strike 1. Pahe's missed that badly. The next one, up and away, 1 ball, 1 strike. 11-4 Kansas City. 8 doubles tonight for the Royals. The Cardinals have 2. The pitch. Strike on the outside corner, borderline call. Pahes didn't think so.
You told Fermin he's going to have more than 1 hit, didn't you?
I told him 3. He's 2/3 the way there, Ricky.
Wow. Incredible. The progress you've made in math. I am impressed.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The pitch on the way, and Pahes takes high, 2-2. A strikeout swinging and a pop-up into right center field, caught by Massey. That's the night so far for the Cardinal catcher, batting 9th for Oliver Marmol. The 2-2 pitch from Noah Cameron. Pahe swings and lines it to third, and that's caught by Lofton. And the Cardinals got a run on 2 hits, left a man on. Halfway through the game, it's Kansas City's night, 11-4.
Straw covering some ground as he always does.
Loops one into Nasim Nunez, going to track it down.
What a play. Outstanding.
Diving, and he takes a hit away from Lowe. A.J. Ewing showing off his speed. How about stop making the play? Wow, that was awesome.
Can we just give this guy a gold glove?
Lined out to center. Dubon with a diving grab. Straw back. Oh, and he made the catch.
Hard-in liner to Machado, caught at the shoe top. Turang fields, tags the runner, throws to first in time. Oh, what a job by Bryce Turang.
It'll be Lucas making the catch. Boy, that took him way back.
Fantastic play, but a couple exclamation points by Nick Kurtz doing it defensively.
Makes that over-the-shoulder catch look so easy.
And that's a great play by Pete. Still backing up all the way to the wall. And Corbin runs it down.
Makes a running, sliding catch. Great play.
Manuel Isa.
Wow, what catch!
Out of nowhere.
You know what happened in 2014.
A World Series win for the San Francisco Giants.
Look at how clean that is. The gold, I don't know if you guys know what the gold means, but the gold means you are the World Series champions from the year before. But it's the honor of a lifetime, getting to win back-to-back World Series championships with 2 different teams.
No plan? Don't matter none. Up to 80% off. Deals are done.
Discounts hitting harder than Ma's chili. Dang. That one little laugh does all the rest.
Save time and money on prescriptions.
Check GoodRx. GoodRx is not insurance.
Make a life-saving difference by registering today as an organ donor. That one decision can save up to 8 lives. Learn more and register as an organ donor at fansforlife.org. Strike 1 thrown by Max Radjic to former Cardinal Lane Thomas for Max, his major league debut. The pitch is swung on, and that is popped up back our way. Hit off the upper deck just above Ricky. I thought you had it, Ricky.
Well, my hands are in the right spot, but that ledge is in the way.
The next one, a swing and a ground ball toward third. That's played by Blaze Jordan, throwing out Thomas by a step. Ragic gave up a hit to the first batter faced. Nick Lofton hit a sharp ground ball just past Blaze Jordan and fair down the left field line. And that was a double. The 8th double by Kansas City tonight.
Whew. By the way, so far so good with Jordan playing third base.
He looks good over there. Looks comfortable. Here's a curveball. Check swing. It's a strike. A swing by Tyler Tolbert, who walked and scored on the home run by Caglione in the 4th. I talked to him about ground balls. I said, how many ground balls have you taken to get used to that position? About 8,000. Said it feels like it.
Yeah.
Here's a pitch outside, but he has put in the time, put in the work.
It's also the throw. That's a long throw to make. I mean,
and he makes accurate throws.
He does. He does.
Tolbert takes a pitch inside. 2 balls and a strike. Bobby Witt left the game with right knee discomfort. Tolbert batted for him, walked and scored in the 4th, stayed in to play shortstop. And the 2-1 pitch from Max Ragic with 1 out in the bottom of the 5th. That's hit in the air, foul off to the right. Cardinals in their road gray uniforms, red caps, red helmets. Cardinals across the front of the jersey with the birds on the bat. The Royals in their home white uniforms. Blue caps and helmets. Ragic, a big deep breath, works out of the stretch. Well, he does that abbreviated windup in the pitch. A strike called on the inside corner. That is his first major league strikeout. It's Tyler Tolbert.
I think he might as well just go ahead and say that he struck out the spot of Bobby Witt Jr. I mean, no one's going to know, right?
Breaking ball that caught the inside corner. Tolbert didn't think so, but he could have challenged. He didn't. I think he would have lost it. There's a foul ball just wide of first off the bat of Joe Caglione, who was struck out, grounded out, and homered, his 9th home run of the year. That was inches away from being the 9th double, by the way.
Think about Max having this moment here after being a starter in the minor leagues, had some ups, some downs.
There's a foul off the end of the bat, took something off that pitch. No balls, 2 strikes.
6th round pick. Again, he was the Cardinals minor league pitcher of the year, and in 23-24 was not as good.
No, and people were starting to wonder, will he make it?
Yeah, will he? And he went to the bullpen. You could envision that being a tough thing maybe for him to swallow.
A pitch in the dirt, 1-2.
I'm going back to AAA, but I'm going to be a reliever now, and yet he just kept working at it,
and that got him to the big leagues.
Got him
to
to
this
the big
game
leagues
tonight.
That's right.
He goes to the rosin bag, gets back to the rubber with 11 on the pitch timer. A 1-2 count, 2 outs, nobody on in the 5th. His pitch, Caglione fouls that back. The Royals have not gone out in order, and Ragic is trying to change that. In the Cardinals 6th, we're looking at the top of the order facing a new pitcher, as Noah Cameron is done. The pitch popped up foul, backing out of play for Cameron. 108 pitches.
It's a lot.
68 strikes, 5 innings, 8 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned. He walked 2, struck out 6, hit a batter, and threw a wild pitch. Here's another 1-2 pitch to Joe Caglione. Grounded to the second baseman Weatherholt. It is a 3-up, 3-down inning for Ragic as Weatherholt throws out Caglione. We're going to the 6th, 11-4 KC.
There's a certain magic here in Cardinals Nation, one that can't be found.
And there's a shot into left field. Stanton on his way around to score. The Yankees are on the board. First, it's 1-0 New York. Bouncer headed up the middle, and that's going to get through and driving a couple of runs. Cranked up and sent into the right center field gap. McMahon's going to score easily. They're going to wave Wills around. Plays to third. 5-0 New York. Another one head for no man's land, but Harrison Bader read it well. Former Gold Glover comes up to make a very nice catch with a guy they call Big G, who has driven in a run with the 3rd straight hit to open the 5th inning. Chopper for Jazz, hot shot, and he makes the catch. That got on there on a line, and he's telling Jose Caballero, you see that? I could watch Jazz Chisholm play. I mean, he plays with such joy. Only David Cohn, Ron Guidry, and Mel Stottlemyre had opening day starts of 6+ innings with 2 or fewer hits and no runs allowed.
Stadium Wednesday, July 1st. I'll be at the ballpark where you can join me for a unique experience on the infield. We will start with a fielding demonstration, and then we'll turn 2 double plays together. Every participant will also receive an autographed baseball and a voucher for 2 tickets to a Cardinals home game. A Cardinals team photographer will capture the action for every double play. For more information, visit cardinals.com/Ozzie, and I'll see you at the ballpark.
So the Royals go to the bullpen for Mason Black, a right-handed pitcher. Weatherholt checks his swing, takes the ball down and in as Weatherholt's looking for his 3rd hit tonight. A single, a run scored in the 1st, a double in the 2nd, a fly out in the 4th inning. The Royals own an 11-4 lead. Black works from the first base side of the rubber. The right-hander's pitch, a strike called. Noah Cameron gave up 4 runs, 3 earned, 8 hits over 5 innings, and leaves with an 11-4 lead, eligible for his 4th win of the year. He started the night 3-4. The pitch. Down and in, a ball, 2-1. It would also be his first win against the Cardinals. I said earlier 0-1 for his career, 0-1 this year, but 0-2 for his career coming in. The 2-1. Weatherholt checks his swing and takes high.
So again, the plan B I talked about earlier, just make these guys work.
Make them get another guy up and ready in the bullpen. Activity in the Cardinal pen. The pitch by Black. Outside, and there's a leadoff walk for Weatherholt.
Managers love that, don't they?
Oh, with a lead of 7 runs, go to the bullpen and walk the first batter. Here is Ivan Herrera. A walk, a run scored, and a hit by pitch. I mean, as I said, what's a game without a hit by pitch for Ivan, who's been plunked 20 times.
Black, by the way, had 62 walks in 119 innings last year in AAA.
He deals a fastball up and in. Herrera is ahead in the count.
That's a big number. That's 5 walks per 9 innings.
The lead at first for Weatherholt. The infield, a double play depth. The pitch. Ivan takes a strike. 1-1. He thought about challenging that, but did not. He started to tap the helmet and let it go. Black out of the stretch. A lead at first for Weatherholt. The 1-1 pitch. A strike called. 1-2. Ted Drew starts with quality ingredients like fresh dairy, pure honey, premium toppings, all blended to create the creamiest custard around. Ted Drew's unmatched quality, unforgettable taste. And undeniably St. Louis. There's a swing and a pop-up. Short center field. Tolbert, the shortstop, on the outfield grass, waves everybody off, makes the catch. Herrera is 0 for 2 officially. 1 out in the Cardinals' 6th inning. Jordan Walker broken 0 for 10 with an infield hit, and on that hit, Bobby Witt twisted his right knee, making the play, going to the outfield grass, and had no play for an out. Walker got an RBI out of it.
Yeah, the word we have is just general knee discomfort. These can be scary things, though, when you go down in the heap the way he did.
Runner on, 1 out. Walker takes wide.
I'm sure there'll be imaging and ice and all of the treatment, and they will be paying very good attention.
Well, they leave
Bobby
nothing
Witt
untouched when it comes to those injuries. The pitch a little bit low this time. 2 balls and no strikes.
We should say players are very well taken care of. You know, they're the game. They're the people that earn you wins and get the job done, and you have to take care of them and maximize their on-field presence. And the Cardinals do a really good job of that, by the way.
The 2-0. Walker takes low, 3-0.
So you have people that are helping players with stretching, with obviously with anything physical, ice,
nutrition,
massage, you name it. Whatever gets you ready to play, they're going to help you with it. Weights, of course.
The 3-0 pitch. Walker takes a strike, 3-1.
Strength training is difficult during the season. Players talked to some pitchers about this last week. It's hard to do it if you're a pitcher during the week. It's hard to keep your strength up.
The pitch to Jordan Walker. He swings and misses a breaking pitch.
During the season, I meant to say, because you're you're always pitching. So if you lift, you're obviously not going to be in the best position right after that to be able to throw.
3-2, 1 out. Rutherford takes a lead at first base. And a batter's timeout taken by Jordan Walker. Walker's night so far, a fielder's choice. And that was an error. Ball that went under Bobby Witt's glove. A strikeout. And then the ball that Witt fielded but twisted a knee on the outfield grass. The 3-2 pitch with one away. A swing and a smash base hit to center field for Walker. Rutherford stops at second. That ball was through the infield in the blink of an eye.
So Jordan fixed that 0 for 10 by getting back-to-back hits. One in the fourth, one in the sixth, and that one was blistered.
He got a pitch right down the middle and sent it back through the middle. Diving effort by Massey, but he didn't come close to it. Here's Nelson Velasquez. Committed a big error in the game. He has a walk, a double. And what hurt even more, he was called out on strikes with the bases loaded in the fourth. He takes ball one inside.
Boy, Mason Black is all over the place, isn't he?
He's here, he's there, he's everywhere, so beware.
Beware indeed.
Right-hander facing right-hander. The runners lead at first and second. The pitch. Strike called the outside corner, and that's being challenged.
Batter's challenging the call of strike.
I thought that was outside.
I did too.
We'll see.
It was.
Call is overturned. The pitch is ball. St. Louis has 2 challenges remaining.
So here's Velasquez. Rocking the bat back and forth. The pitch by Black. A swing and a miss. The count is 2-1, isn't it? Scoreboard says 2-2. The pitch. Outside a ball.
I believe it is. Well, the scoreboard still says 3-2. We'll find out.
3-1. That was changed.
Now they got it right.
3-1 the count. 1 out. The runners lead at first and second base. Is this a go pitch? It is. It's hit hard to right field, but right to Marte. 2 outs. Alec Burleson will face a right-handed pitcher after going 0 for 2 with a sacrifice fly RBI against the lefty Noah Cameron.
Love to see Alec extend his hitting streak.
Right now he's sitting on 17 in a row. He has 22 hits, 5 doubles, 6 home runs, 19 RBIs, but 18 during the streak. 14 runs scored and has been on with 5 walks. The pitch to Burley, a swing and a miss. Number 41, Alec Burleson, out of East Carolina, 27-year-old. He's played the outfield. He's been a DH, and this year the first baseman for the Cardinals. Holds the bat high over his head. The pitch by Black is fouled straight back. 0-2. 0-2 with Mason Wynn on deck. Wynn extended his hitting streak to 5 with a double and scored a Cardinal run in the 5th inning. The Royals have put up crooked numbers in 2 innings, 6 in the second, 4 in the 4th. There's a swing and a fly ball center field, and that's going to be caught on the run by Lane Thomas. The Cardinals are out, leaving 2 on. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Kansas City 11, St. Louis 4.
Let's take a trip around baseball for a look at some of the funkiest moments from the field.
And now he slips and falls. The ball gets by him. No, it wasn't not me. No, not me.
And it hits him right in the tuchus. Pitches that took the bat right out of their hands.
Terang didn't see it.
Man, that's tough luck.
With that wand ready to wave some magic.
It goes way over Devers' head at first.
There's a big cockroach in the dugout, apparently.
But for every time you fall, you can always get right back on the horse with a fine fielding play.
Melendez over, dives, makes the catch. Off his glove, there's no way. Oh! How about that?
A sensational catch.
By Ryan Waldschmidt. Torque meets railing, and Torque wins. It's gone! What a day! Brian Reynolds robs Ohtani.
It's showtime.
And that might be the play of the year for the Ball Dudes.
How about that?
Time for the great mascot race. Ready? Go. And they're off. They're neck and neck. Look at them go. It's a wild crowd. It's the home stretch. It's too close to call. It's the play at the plate. It's Lucille. Congratulations. You won the great mascot race.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
A second life-size wall sticker, so after the first one freaks you out, you see the second, and you're like, oh, right, the wall stickers. Check and mate. Bundle your renters and auto insurance with Progressive and save on protection for the things on your checklist. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers not available in all states or situations covered, subject to policy terms.
Max Ragic comes out to open up the 6th inning, and he deals ball one outside to right-handed batting Starling Marte. Marte has an RBI double, a base hit, a run scored, 2 out of 3, helping Kansas City to an 11-4 lead. Ragic with the pitch and a high fly ball. It's down the right field line into foul territory. Walker on the run. Burleson on the run. Burleson reaches and he grabs it. That was some play by Burleson going a long distance, kind of downhill, going toward the tarp. And he makes a play, helping his pitcher Ragic for the first out of the 6th inning.
Boy, that was really well done. That just took good hands right there to make that catch. Burley's played some outfield. He was like an outfielder there and making a catch over his head, but he had to make the perfect route to get there and help out his pitcher, his young pitcher, making his major league debut.
This copyrighted broadcast is presented by authority of the St. Louis Cardinals, LLC, and may not be reproduced or
retransmitted
in any form. The accounts and descriptions of this game may not be
disseminated
without the express
written consent of
the St. Louis Cardinals, brought to you by Brown and Crouppen and a great law
firm.
Salvador Perez is batting and takes a ball high from Max Ragic. That's Ragic like magic, and he does magic tricks.
Yes, he does. He does magic tricks. And he's a fun guy. He's a funny guy. He's got a dry sense of humor.
The 1-0 pitch. Just off the outside corner. That looked good.
Went on a caravan with him a couple years ago, and I just thoroughly enjoyed being with Max. I just thought he was just delightful. And what I noticed as a young guy, how professional he was and how he treated the Cardinals employees that were running the caravan, and not just the other teammates of his or the broadcasters that were with him, former players there.
The 2-0, and there's a pop-up that goes foul. It's off to our right.
He was so engaged with all of the Cardinals front office people, the marketing people, the photographer, Fred Bird. He just wanted to know everybody's story. I mean, he was really, again, a gentleman.
I heard even got Fred Bird to talk.
I think he did. I heard him.
There's a swing and a long drive down the left field line. That is back and out of here. A home run for Salvador Perez, his 2nd extra base hit tonight, his 10th home run of the year. And indeed, it's the Royals night. We'll get it out of their system tonight. 12-4 Kansas City.
And that's the first run charged to Max Ragic. He now has an ERA, and he's now given up his first home run, and he's now coming out of the game.
We have a pitching change. Pitching change, and it is brought to you by Goodwill. Give hope, give local, give Goodwill. We'll be back. There's Justin Brule on in relief of Max Radjic, who pitched 2 innings in his major league debut, giving up a run on 2 hits. The pitch is swung on, ground ball to first. Burleson stays down on it and flips to Brule, retiring Jensen, who has a couple of doubles, 2 runs scored, RBI tonight. He's 2 for 4 now. And that's a left-handed batter. Brule is retired. He had not been getting the left-handed hitters out at all.
He's been struggling against the lefties, and really the Cardinals pitching in general struggling today as they have allowed 8 doubles, which we've talked about, but also 3 homers in this game. So 11 extra base hits for a team that, well, they've been struggling to find their power potential, but they certainly have it here tonight.
And they teed off against the starting pitcher, Matthew Liberatore. 7 hits. And here is a ball that's driven into left field. That's off the bat of Lofton, and the catch is made by Velasquez. So Brule gets Jensen and Lofton to end the 6th inning. Barrett.
Gosh, we've gone to Sea Dogs games since we were kids.
I've been coming to see the Sea Dogs for the last 30 years. Great experience.
Everybody here is just bends over backwards to help people out and wish the world was like it is right here at the ballpark.
We've always wanted to be more than just a baseball team. We want to be strong, active, contributing members of the community. And I think that effort is seen by the people and the fans, and they want to support that effort.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game. Post-game. And everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
That brings up Samuel Basayo.
The 1-1. Basayo hits us high in the air. Center field. Langford back. This one is way out of here. That may have been off the batter's eye in center. Samuel Basayo just hit it where almost no one ever has. Holy smokes, some 440 feet later, Samuel Basayo just destroyed that baseball. A breathtaking moment at Camden Yards.
437, 109.5 off the bat.
Mason Blackness is outside, ball 1. We are on to the top of the 7th inning. Cardinals trailing by 8. It's a 12-4 score, and it's Mason Wynn leading off. He doubled and scored his last time up, and he gets a base hit. Oh, it's knocked down by the second baseman, Massey, but it is going to be a hit as he doesn't have time to run it down and throw out Mason. He hit that ball sharply, a 2-hit game for Wynn, and the Cardinals have their leadoff runner on base for the 4th time in this game.
I do believe Mason is finding his stroke this week.
I would agree with you.
You get him involved in the offense, then get a good start. I think about our great friend, the late Jim Fregosi, in a game like this, where he told us time after time, for that night, you are only as good as your starting pitcher.
That's right. There's a pitch outside, ball 1.
And I feel for Liberatore. He hasn't been able to make it out of the 5th the last 2 starts, and tonight was even shorter, going an inning and 2/3.
He's going to have to go back to the drawing board a little bit. There's a pitch fouled down the right field line. Let's pause right here for Station ID on the Cardinals Radio Network, powered by Gray Bar. Swing and a drive into the right center field gap. That's going to get down and go off the wall. And heading into second base is Blaze Jordan with a double, his 2nd hit of the game. Wynn goes to third base, nobody out, and the Cardinals threatening here in the top of the 7th inning. Jordan hit that ball very hard into that right center field gap. He got a sweeper up in the zone, and that's going to bring out the pitching coach who's racing out to the mound. Big time speed. What is his...
Put a clock on that.
What do you think his sprint speed is?
Oh.
Byron Buxton type, maybe?
Yeah, maybe. He's out there quick as a hiccup.
So he's getting all the words in because he ran out there fast. Brian Sweeney is his name, and he's going to turn right now because the umpire's coming, and he's going to race right off the field. Here we go.
Ryan Blakeney, the home plate umpire, didn't even make it to the dirt part of the mound.
He's getting his steps in.
Jose Fermin. If he's trying to make the All-Star coaching staff.
He could be. Speaking of which, Ollie Marmol is going to be on the All-Star coaching staff. He was asked by Dave Roberts to do that, and congratulations to Ollie. Talked about it a couple of times, but that just brought that back to my attention. There's a ground ball towards the left side of the field. A run's going to score as Fermin grounds out to short, but picks up his second RBI of the game, with Wynn scoring from third and Jordan advancing to third. One out for the Cardinals here in the seventh. So a two-hit game for Wynn, a two-hit game for Jordan, and a two-hit game for Fermin at the bottom of the Cardinals' order. They have really been effective in the bottom half lately.
And Fermin has a chance to get 3 hits. He'll be up again before this one's over.
Yes, he will. Now it's 12-5, Kansas City. Swing and a line drive to right field. It's got to be caught by Marte, who doesn't even bother throwing home. I think he kind of fell over a little bit when he caught that ball. So tagging and scoring from third is Jordan. I think he probably should have tried to at least throw that ball and get the runner at the plate, but it's a sacrifice fly for Pages. And it's now 12-6.
Well, I do smell the coffee brewing, and it might help have that cup of coffee for 60 cents from On the Run tomorrow. The Cards have scored 6. That means you score 60-cent drinks tomorrow at On the Run.
Cardinals have scored in 4 different innings, but they're down by 6. That pitch is outside for a ball. Edward Jones Financial Advisors are there for the moments that matter. Let them help you find your rich and build a game plan to get you there. EdwardJones.com. Member SIPC. So Mason Black has given up a couple runs here in the 7th inning. He's facing Weatherholt.
Well, it's a game like this, Ricky, that it would not surprise me if the Cardinals at some point got the tying run to the plate.
Just thinking that. Make that happen somehow. They do not quit playing. I just love that.
They do compete.
I love that about this team. There's a pitch high, 3-0. And how about getting something started with 2 outs? I know you love 2-out RBIs.
Well, let's keep the line moving here and get Ivan Herrera to the plate.
No action in either bullpen right now, as the pitch is right down central by Mason Black. Justin Brule is in the game now for the Cardinals, pitcher number 4. Max Rajic made his major league debut, gave up a couple of hits, including a home run, but just the 1 run allowed, no walks and a strikeout. So congratulations for your debut. That pitch is low, ball 4, and Pena doesn't think so.
Catcher's challenging the call ball.
And we shall see. I think that one's close.
It's a strike.
Call no return, pitch and strike. Kansas City has 2 remaining.
There's your explanation. So it's 3-2 now on JJ, who has had 2 hits plus a walk in this game. 3-2 delivery is inside, ball 4, and he's on base again. 4th time on base in this game. A single, a double, 2 walks. He just knows how to get on base. The perfect leadoff hitter in my mind. There's no doubt that he is in the right spot, and I feel the same way about Herrera batting second.
Well, we talked a long time about Tommy Edman being just a baseball player.
Yeah.
And that's what the Cardinals have in J.J. Weatherholt.
I would agree. First pitch to Herrera's outside, ball 1.
The problem with Tommy Edman, he just couldn't get healthy.
That's
for the
right.
Cardinals.
I would say another guy who's a ball player, big-time player, is Brendan Donovan. Or
yes, there's another one.
Is Brendan Donovan.
Yes, sir.
Loved everything that he did on the field. Swing and a miss. Slider, a good one. Evens the count at 1-1. We are in the top of the 7th inning. Cardinals trailing by 6. Breaking pitch, a called strike to Herrera. Noah Cameron, the pitcher of record for the Royals. The 26-year-old lefty went 5 innings, gave up 4 runs, 3 of them earned. The pitch to Ivan is tapped on the ground to the left side, and that's handled at short, and Tolbert is right on the money with his throw. He throws out Herrera, and that sends us to the 7th inning stretch. Cardinals picked up a couple of runs there. 7th inning stretch, as always, presented by Spectrum, built for big moments.
The beauty of this jersey is the feel, the texture, the thin, the stitching is heavy, so you kind of feel that jersey that was very heavy. Check it out, the last name and the number, they have a little glitter on them, so they kind of stack up. It just feels right. I had some really cool cleats to go with it. The way it gets dirty when you slide, it just kind of like rubs off on that glitter. It's really, really cool.
Breaking ball lined into the gap in right center and in for a hit.
And that was a botch of what should have been a single.
It sure was.
Went right off the heel of Teoscar Hernandez's glove when he boxed it.
I mean, Torkelson threw a baby overhand. He couldn't catch it.
How about that? First ball to the rookie making his major league debut. He loses it in the sun.
CarShield.com. Coverage varies by plan. View contracts and exclusions at CarShield.com.
Eckstein, long ball, left field, grand slam, Cardinals win.
Hi, it's David Eckstein. I'm teaming up with the Cardinals and Mid-America Transplant to help save lives through organ and tissue donation. For me, it's personal. 4 people in my family received life-saving kidney transplants. Now I'm asking you to step up to make an impact in the effort to save lives. Go to fansforlife.org and register to become a donor today. It's fast, it's easy, and it's worth it.
Justin Brule misses outside, ball 1. He's facing Isaac Collins, a switch hitter, batting from the right side. 13 hits for the Royals. They've scored 12 times. And the sweeper is outside 2-0. It'll be Collins. Massey, the only player in their lineup that started, let's put it that way, that does not have an extra base hit. He's on deck. Collins, Massey, and then Lane Thomas. 2-0 delivery is a strike. 7th inning stretch was presented by Spectrum. It's internet, mobile, and streaming TV, all from one place. Cooled down a little bit here. Game time temperature was 76 degrees. Next delivery, not even close, way up and away, and that one, not a good delivery by Brule. He spun out of that and missed to the arm side. High and away to Collins. The 3-1 pitch is inside, and Pajes doesn't think so.
St. Louis catcher is challenging the call ball.
Been a bit of a small strike zone today. We've had a few challenges that have been successful, and there's another one.
Calls overturned, pitch is a strike. St. Louis has 2 remaining.
And that's just the ones that, again, were challenged. There are others that maybe the player chose not to challenge. Might have been right with, but didn't want to take the chance. But on a 3-1 pitch, absolutely, Pajes did the right thing there. Payoff pitch coming up to Collins. Here it comes, and that's hit on the ground, right side, base hit. Through the hole between first and second. Collins takes it the other way. That's his second hit of the game.
Well, that's breaking news. It's only a single.
Only a single, that's right.
10 extra base hits tonight out of the 14 hits for Kansas City.
Whew. And they've got a bunch of guys with more than one hit. Collins has 2 now. Lofton has 2. Jensen has 2. Perez has 2. Marte, well, who doesn't have 2? There goes the runner. The throw down to second base, not in time. And Collins just got a great jump on Brule to steal the bag, his 4th
How
of the year.
How does a guy get a jump like that against a left-handed pitcher?
That's a good question.
And there's Brule kicking away at the dirt on the mound, fidgeting again.
Yeah, the fidgeting is not...
His best performances has been where he gets the ball, gets the sign, and pitches.
I agree with you. Collins just stole the base. He's at second. Pitches outside. Oh, they called that a strike?
Batters challenging to call a strike.
Yep, he's going to be right, I think. I think that was way outside. We'll see. I'm with you, Mr. Massey.
It was. Show's overturned. Pitches the ball. Kansas City has 2 remaining.
Massey has reached on an error. That was the 2-base error by Velasquez, the left fielder, who just dropped the fly ball. Simple as that. And he's also walked and flied out. Swing and a ground ball foul.
I thought I heard your mind.
Well,
I
only had half my mind on the guess. I only know the last 3 numbers. Now I know 5 numbers. It just came to me.
They were hand delivered.
Well, I'd prefer to call it an epiphany. I'm going to say 18,363. That's my guess. Boy, it seems like more than that here.
It does.
Count them again. Maybe I'm wrong. 3-1 pitch is grounded foul past their first base coach. That's Damon Hollins. Vance Wilson down at third.
All right, everybody, leave the stadium and come back in.
Back in.
We're going to recount.
We need to recount. Collins, the runner at second base, nobody out. Justin Brule would like to be able to get through the 7th inning here. And he may be out there for the 8th as well. If I think about it, there's a tap foul, and if he can keep the pitch count down anyway. In the game brought to you by Budweiser, official beer sponsor of Major League Baseball. Crack open the game with Budweiser and enjoy unrivaled flavor and refreshment.
Well, Mama said there'd be days like this.
Yes, she did.
That's what Mama said.
Three-2 delivery is hit in the air to center field. That should be playable by Fermin. Settles under it. He makes the catch. Collins is tagging. He's trying to go to third. Good strong throw, but not in time by Fermin. Collins likes to run. I can see that. He tags up and makes it a productive out. 1 out. And back to the top of the order in Lane Thomas. The Cardinals are going to have to play the infield in again. I mean, you've got 2 chances to get 6 runs. Is that likely? Is it possible? Yes. So you have to keep it as close as possible to make it worth the fun of the 8th and the 9th innings. Brule delivers, and that's a ground ball up the middle for a base hit. Brule reached out his glove and just couldn't come up with it. And he is bent over at the waist right now, frustrated with himself because he wasn't able to get a glove on that. He would have saved a run, saved his own run there, but he didn't get it done. So
season high 15 hits for the Royals.
Collins scores, and now it's 13, unlucky 13-6. So if you've got the 13-run pool, I know that's a thing. People do the 13-run pool at offices and just kind of for fun. Families do it. Pitch high and away. But it has to be exactly 13, as I understand the 13-run rule game. 14, you don't get paid. Swing and a miss. Everybody puts in $5 or whatever you put in, $1, a ham sandwich, whatever you want. And if it's 13, if your team gets, you get to pick a team, and if you get 13, you win. Next delivery is a called strike.
No way. Beckway is warming up in the bullpen for the Royals.
All right. Beckway. Sounds like an address, doesn't it?
44 Beckway.
44 Beckway. The 1-2 pitch is taken low. See if I put that in my phone, if there is such a thing. Tell it's that kind of game that I'm actually doing this. Brule comes set. And that is a called strike on the inside corner, but maybe not.
Batter's challenging the call strike.
And the verdict is it was indeed a strike.
Kansas City is one remaining.
So a strikeout for Brule, 2 outs. And if you're ever in Chepachet, Rhode Island, I've never been to Chepachet, Rhode Island. You spell it Chepachet, and it's Chepachet. It's in Rhode Island. There is a 44 Beck's Way.
Beck's Way, not Beckway.
That's close enough. Just tell them.
So put that in your GPS.
Tell
and
them
how
Beck
long would it
sent you.
take to get there?
Okay, let's see.
I mean, we had some games in Chicago years ago.
Inning's not
games
over
like
yet.
this,
Yeah.
where we were doing movie reviews and recipes.
Well, it's a 21-hour and 57-minute drive from here.
Well, we might get there by the end of the game.
Oh. Well, I'd be walking. Let me see what the walk. Well, and they're not going to let me do that. They said walking's not available. Good call there.
No, it just said you're out of your mind.
Well, or no, you know what it said? Must be 13-6 where you are. Sweeper misses outside. 2 balls and 1 strike on Jack Caglione, who has struck out, grounded out, homered the other way. That was a big hit in this game. 402 feet the other way came against Graceffo, and he's also grounded out, and he hits that ball in the air to center field. Very active day for Fermin in center. He settles under it and makes the play, and Brule gets out of the 7th inning, but another run for the Royals. They pick up yet another. They have scored.
Gosh, we've gone to Sea Dogs games since we were kids.
I've been coming to see the Sea Dogs for the last 30 years. Great experience.
Everybody here is just bends over backwards to help people out and wish the world was like it is right here at the ballpark.
We've always wanted to be more than just a baseball team. We want to be strong, active, contributing members of the community. And I think that effort is seen by the people and the fans, and they want to support that effort.
Jim Thorpe's resume reads like a work of pure fiction.
So he's in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. He's in the College Football Hall of Fame. He got Olympic medals for the decathlon and the pentathlon.
He's the greatest at
I thought I was an athlete, Lindsay.
Thorpe finished his Major League Baseball career with the Boston Braves in 1919, where he played alongside an outfielder named Les Mann.
He invented this particular projector.
And this is not all he's done, right?
He started championing to get baseball into the Olympics. He finally succeeded for the 1936 Olympics, which was held in Berlin.
The German government had discouraged other nations from sending Jewish and black athletes.
We sent over Jesse Owens, and we sent over Mac Robinson, Jackie Robinson's older brother.
Trailblazers like Thorpe and Robinson certainly lit the way for countless others to follow. Go to baseballhall.org to plan your visit to the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown, New York, and catch every episode of Hall of Fame Connections on MLB.tv.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
.44 Beckway is on the mound. He has taken residence out there for the Royals and fires up and in with Walker twisting out of the way of a fastball. We're in the 8th inning, and it's all Royals tonight, 13-6, a season-high 15 hits. And Salvador Perez has a little bit of an issue after catching that first pitch.
Yeah, I think that the way he caught it had his shoulder go backwards, and that's kind of a vulnerable place when you're catching a ball and you're throwing as hard as he's throwing, and your glove actually goes behind you. You overstretch essentially, and that can hurt the front side of your shoulder. And he's telling everybody he's okay, but he definitely
can feel a little electrical shock in that shoulder too.
It actually looked
like that.
It actually looked like a foul tip too, by the way, but I'm not going to tell anybody.
Quiet. Miller Furniture is a fourth-generation family-owned business with the St. Louis area's largest selection of American-made furniture, including a huge selection of exclusive Amish-made furniture. It's available to order at all 4 locations. Check them out online at MillerFurniture.com, M-U-E-L-L-E-R Furniture.com. A ball outside, 2-0 to Jordan Walker. Walker, after a fielder's choice and a strikeout, has an RBI hit and a base hit to center field. 2 out of 4 tonight. The pitch to the right-handed batter, right there, a fastball, strike 2-1. The Royals have made 13 runs, 15 hits with 1 error, leaving 5 on. 6 runs, 11 hits, 1 error, 11 left on for the Cardinals. A breaking ball swung on and missed. 2-2 on Walker. The Cardinals have been stranding a boatload of runners this week, but they won 2 out of 3 against the Padres. Batter's timeout taken by Jordan Walker. The Cardinals won 2 out of 3 against the Royals in St. Louis. But the Royals have the upper hand tonight. The next game of the series tomorrow. McGreevy against Lugo. The 2-2. Slider down and away. 3-2. Good take there by Jordan.
It's been that kind of game where I actually checked to see if Beck Way was actually from Rhode Island, but he's not. He's from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, but that's not far away.
The 3-2, Walker fouls that off over near the on-deck circle. Nelson Velasquez is waiting on deck. After that, Alec Burleson. For Mason Black, 2 innings, 3 hits. He walked 2, allowed 2 earned runs. No strikeouts. Noah Cameron is the pitcher of record on the upside. Liberatore on the downside. Ball 4, down and away, and Walker is on for the 3rd consecutive time. He's starting to get his feet back on the ground, isn't he?
Yeah, he's looking dangerous again. And
he was 0 for 10 when he got the infield hit. Bobby Witt left with an injury.
I think everybody's been impressed with everything about Jordan Walker this year, but one of the things maybe that's most impressive is he can go 0 for what he struck out 7 times in a row.
7 in a row.
And yet he came back with a vengeance and got hot real quick. He didn't kind of wallow in that.
Velasquez, a walk and a double the first 2 times up. Outs the next 2, swings and misses. He doubled back in the 3rd. Called out on strikes with the bases loaded. That's the moment in the game that hurts in my mind.
It does. I agree with you.
The Cardinals trying to make a comeback. The 1-strike pitch to their left fielder tonight. Swing and a miss. Way overpowered him there. That was a 92-mile-an-hour fastball. Sinking fastball for strike 2. Batter's timeout taken by Velasquez, 27-year-old from Puerto Rico, who's played with the Cubs and the Royals at the big league level before coming up with the Cardinals. Walker leads at first base. He's on with a leadoff walk. The pitch, a swing, and that ball's hit in the air, left center field, hit rather deep, and on the run, that's going to be caught on the slide by their center fielder, Lane Thomas.
Boy, did that ball
He's putting on quite a show tonight as that traveled all the way to the warning track.
Marte's been pretty good in right, too.
When the ball left the bat, Velasquez was kind of admiring that one. Like perhaps he got that one. But making the sliding catch at the edge of the warning track, Lane Thomas retires Velasquez. Runner at first, 1 out for Burleson. Burleson takes down and in. And perhaps Burley's last chance to extend his hitting streak to 18. He's extended the streak a couple of times, hitting home runs. Facing Beck Way. The pitch. Burleson looks at a ball outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Airtime tomorrow is 6:20. Ricky will go over the lineups at 7:05. The first pitch will be tossed by Seth Lugo at 7:15. A foul ball. Foul ball, 2-1 on Burleson. Michael McGreevy goes for his 4th win, 3-5 against Seth Lugo. He's 2-4.
And he'll be coming
off hurt recently.
He'll be coming off the injured list. He was on the injured list because of a concussion. So you have to have a certain number of days off. That's the concussion protocol.
The 2-1 pitch. Burleson takes a ball outside. 3-1 on the Cardinal first baseman. Mason Wynn hits his last 2 times up, waiting on deck. Top half of the 8th, 13-6 Kansas City. Beck Way with the sign from the stretch. The pitch. Burleson takes high, and he takes a walk. Way has walked 2. 2 walks for Black and 2 for Cameron tonight. Yet the Royals are leading by 7. Some nights you get away with them.
That's right.
Most nights you don't, though. And the pitching coach sprints to the mound. Sweeney's out there again as we pause for an ID. For our fans listening in Pittsfield, Illinois, over WBBA and the rest of our great St. Louis Cardinals radio network, powered by Gray Bar. Our producer engineer is Ryan Schulte. Kyle Sixta is in the St. Louis studio, along with Grant Salzman. Matt Pauley will go over all of this on the post-game show. Matt, it will be all yours tonight.
We also have Jim Jackson in section 135.
Is at the ball game tonight with Ricky Horton. I'm John Rooney at Kauffman Stadium, and there's a hot shot to right field, a base hit from Mason Wynn. Holding up over at third base, Jordan Walker. Burleson stops at second. The bases are loaded with 1 out for Blaze Jordan.
You said you thought Mason was starting to heat it up, and I agree with you. He's got that stroke the other way down.
Double, 2 singles, 2 runs scored for Mason tonight. Who knows, maybe 3 runs scored. Let's see what Blaze Jordan can do. He was denied a hit on a sliding catch by Marte in right field in the 5th inning. But after a flyout in the 1st, a single run scored in the 4th, that play by Marte in the 5th, and a double with a run scored in the 7th for Jordan. The pitch to Blaze. Slider is called a ball high and challenged by Perez. And I think it was a strike. No, just missed.
Call's confirmed. Kansas City has no challenges remaining.
Kansas City is out of challenges. So that'll speed things up a little bit.
Yes, it will.
The 1-0 pitch. A swing and a high pop into medium center field. Walker tags at third, and he bluffs a move down the line as Thomas throws a strike. He would have been out for a double play, no question. The ball wasn't hit deep enough. Very shallow center. Blaze Jordan is out. Got the ball in the air, but not far enough for the sacrifice fly. And here is Jose Fermin.
Cardinals have gotten some runs here late, not as many as you kind of hope, but I think they partially accomplished what we were talking about earlier of kind of giving a scare to the Royals and showing them that they weren't going to quit.
Well, double figures in the hit column tonight,
right.
12. Here's Fermin taking a slider strike call. Fermin,
6 runs you should win, John.
Should. But the pitching wasn't good enough.
It was not.
Fermin, a fly out to the warning track his first time, then 2 singles and a ground out. He has driven in 2 runs tonight. He has the bases loaded. Fermin takes low for a ball, 1 ball, 1 strike. Jose is looking for a 3-hit ball game. 14 runs batted in. The runners lead all the way around. Way with the pitch. A swing, and there's a line drive to right field, and that's going to be caught on a slide by Marte. He didn't need to slide, but he caught it that way anyhow. Hit well by Fermin, but he lines out. And for the second time tonight, the Cardinals left the bases loaded. On to the
tip of the cap, and now here we go. He gets Larry Walker, and here he is. He's going to face him right-handed. Why not? He looks like a catcher hitting. And now he's back to the left side. And a 2-out walk. So Walker reaches base after that first pitch that was like the flyby here right after the anthem.
Line to right field and over. Wow. Diving in, hanging on is Austin Martin.
And he's playing a good right field.
Right center, Pete into the gap. He dives! Oh, baby!
That was fun to watch.
Here comes Collins on a sinking line drive. And that's the 3rd time in a week that Collins has made a diving play.
Corbin throws into third, and Liam Hicks is out of there. Corbin Carroll.
It's on the ground to the right side. Four-handed play by Julian. He kept his balance, spins around.
This is ripped on a line to center. Here comes Marcy into a barrel roll, and he makes the catch. And now Massey throws in time with a pick by Vinny.
Nifty play.
And Leody Taveras took it away from him up against the fence.
Witt dives, has it. What a get by Bobby Witt Jr.
Pulls it on the ground, and a great stop by Bing, and he throws him out. Reynolds, can he do it again?
Brian Reynolds not caring about the wall. That one might have hurt a little bit.
Justin Brule will open up the 8th inning facing their cleanup batter tonight, Starling Marte, who has 2 hits in 4 at-bats. We have reached the 8th inning, game 1 of the 3-game series with the Royals on top 13-6. From the first pitch of the season to the last pitch in October, Bet365 is now the official mobile sports betting partner of the St. Louis Cardinals. Brule has given up a run on 2 hits and working an inning and 2/3. He deals strike 1 to Marte.
All the Cardinal pitchers today have been victimized at least a little bit, but Libby had the roughest day, an inning and 2/3, 7 runs, 5 earned. Graceffo gave up 4 runs, inning and 2/3.
There's a foul off the screen, off to the right. 0-2 on the former Pirate, Diamondback, Marlin, Met, now Royal, Starling Marte. You know, it's starting to sound that way in college athletics.
Yeah,
this guy started out at Houston and moved on to UCLA, and then he went to Pitt.
Well,
there's a pitch outside for a ball.
It's professional athletics, so that's part of the reason why. It is professional in a way.
Paez is playing first base now. Crooks is doing the catching. There's a hot shot past Paez into right field and a base hit, a 3-hit night for Starling Marte. And Brule gives up another hit. Fermin is playing shortstop. And Church is in center field. Salvador Perez is the batter. Perez with a tip of the cap to the Royals fans. He hit home run number 313 here tonight.
And is 137th at this ballpark.
The pitch by Brule. And that's stroked to right field for a hit. Moving over to play that, the right field corner. The throw comes in to the middle infield, holding Perez to a long single as Marte goes to third base.
And that's Velasquez now in right field. So it's Torres in left, Church in center, and Velasquez in right.
This is looking like a game in Jupiter, isn't it?
It sure is. The only one still in this game of kind of your normal Cardinal starters is Weatherholt at second.
There's a pitch that gets away from Crooks. That allows Marte to score. Perez goes down to second. A pass ball. There's the extra point. 14-6 Kansas City. The batter is Carter Jensen.
I'm not sure how he missed that, what he was doing there, whether he was expecting a different pitch.
Now the pitch. Breaking ball, strike.
I mean, people aren't really crossed up anymore, John, because it used to be with the signals, maybe you kind of messed it up, but now you're pressing a button, everybody hears it, so you know. But maybe the ball didn't move the way he thought it would.
The pitch on the way, and there's a high pop fly, left side. Backpedaling to the outfield grass. Under it, Fermin, the shortstop. He makes the catch, and Jensen is out, 1 out. Nick Lofton is coming up. He has 2 doubles tonight and 2 runs batted in. 14-6 Kansas City. Jimmy Crooks goes through the signs. Rules pitch taken for a ball. Pajes. He plays way off the line, up the middle at second base. Weatherholt. The pitch. Tap foul. Curveball foul back to the screen. 1 ball and 1 strike on Lofton. Rather quiet Kauffman Stadium. A lot of empty seats now with the fans making their way out of the ballpark. 7:15 game tomorrow night. And then the game is in the 1 o'clock hour on Sunday. Rule steps off, a disengagement.
People ask all the time, what hurts worse, a loss, a walk-off loss when you've got the lead in the 9th, or a game where you get blown out 14-6? And the answer is yes. They both hurt, but differently.
The pitch is swung on, rip foul down the left field line. That goes off the screen.
You typically get over as a group the 14-6 loss faster, because you're already kind of ruminating about it now while the game is still going on. I think individually it's frustrating for guys like Matthew Liberatore, who sees his ERA jump from 4.7 to 5.2. That's tough to deal with. But I think generally the players, especially, not the pitchers, but the players are ready to move on.
A swing and a miss. Breaking ball strikes out Lofton. 2 outs. The second strikeout for Brule, who's given up 2 runs on 4 hits. And he will go after Isaac Collins. Weatherholt continues to play up the middle. Collins, switch hitter, batting right-handed. Rules pitch, a strike called. Pajes, the Cardinal first baseman, will be leading off. And then Weatherholt, followed by the DH Herrera. That's in the 9th inning. There's a swing and a fly ball left field. Long run for Brian Torres. He'll get there and makes the catch on the run in fair territory. Collins is out. We go to the 9th. And it is Kansas City's night, 14-6 over the Cardinals.
Pack your bags. It's time for a road twib. In a brand new segment, we're hitting the road, and our first stop is a big one. It's Yankee Stadium. Opened in 2009, Yankee Stadium's majestic presentation reflects the iconic look of the original stadium that once stood just across the street. Make your way over to Monument Park to see a collection of plaques and retired numbers that honor both Yankee legends and baseball greats. Over at the Yankees Museum, look back at over 100 years of team history. Time to grab a bite to eat. Maybe the classic chicken bucket or the ice cream chicken bucket. Whatever your appetite, they've got something for you. But the main event is always Yankees baseball, and there's not a bad seat in the house. Sit with the bleacher creatures in right field and join in on the famous roll call. Or take your place in the judges' chambers. Action and history are at every turn, and all fans will find something to appreciate at the home of the Bronx Bombers.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back, bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the ultimate mystery player challenge, and Immaculate Grip, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play. Only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
to protecting families and the lives they've built. For auto, home, life, and business protection, count on Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance. If you're in St. Charles County, Missouri Farm Bureau agent Corey Tucker will make sure you have the coverage you need.
Cardinal first baseman and Pedro Pages moved from behind the plate to first for the bottom of the 8th inning as Pages leading off against Beck Way. Way walked 2, gave up a hit but left the bases loaded in the Cardinal half of the 8th inning. Pages takes a fastball, a strike called on a 90-mile-an-hour sinker.
In fact, 14 runners left on base for the Cardinals in this game.
6 runs, 12 hits, 1 error, 14 left on. Pages, he is 0 for 3, a swing and a miss. He got a sacrifice fly out of a line drive to right in the 2-run 7th. That's 2 strikes on Pedro Pages. Balanced infield behind Beck Way, the third Royals pitcher tonight. Low, a breaking ball, ball 1. The MLB Journey to 30 sweepstakes presented by T-Mobile is the ultimate bucket list. Enter now for your chance to win trips to all 30 Major League parks. Visit MLB.com/journey to 30 sweeps. Foul ball at the plate by Pages. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
He fouled that one off his leg, too.
Since the start of May, 18 home games for the Royals. Kansas City has averaged 2.44 extra base hits per game, but tonight they have 10. 10 out of their 17 hits. Pedro still trying to walk off the sting of the foul ball.
The inside of his left knee.
He's tying the laces now on his left shoe. Puts the batter's shin guard back on, and he'll be in there with a 1-2 count. Weatherholt is on deck, and he has been on base 4 out of 5 times tonight. Single, run scored, double, fly out to right, and then 2 walks. Beck Way works from the first base side of the rubber. The tall right-hander pitches outside, 2-2. Our long day's journey into night has reached the 9th inning here at Kansas City, with the Royals leading 14-6. The pitch outside, ball 3. Beck walked 2 and got away with them in the 8th inning. His pitch, Pages bounces it deep short, backhanded by Tolbert, who throws a good stretch at first by Caglione. Pages is out, 1 down. Here's J.J. Weatherholt.
Cardinals will rely on Michael McGreevy tomorrow to even the series. If they don't come back and miraculously win this one, it's McGreevy 3-5 up against Seth Lugo 2-4.
Here's the pitch to Weatherholt. He gets another hit, a base hit to left field. Lofton was playing like a shortstop, and Weatherholt just smacked the ball where a third baseman might normally stand.
What a day for him. On base 5 times out of 6 plate appearances.
3 out of 4 officially tonight, making him 7 out of his last 12. Weatherholt is on, and that's the Cardinals' 13th hit. Here is Ivan Herrera. Jimmy Crooks is in the number 3 spot that was occupied by Jordan. A foul ball off the end of the bat.
Cardinals have had some guys have bad days here today, but J.J. Weatherholt is not one of them. And neither is Jordan Walker.
The pitch to Herrera, curveball that almost broke over for a strike. And Herrera's been hit so many times he bailed out of there. He even hit by a pitch in this game in the 4th inning. 20 times he has been hit by a pitch in 2026. Beck Way with the 1-1 pitch. That's a slider that broke over with a lot of give to the left side for Ivan Herrera. Pretty good breaking ball from Way. Weatherholt takes his lead. Caglione is holding at first base. A lot of hitting room on the right side of the infield. A swing and a miss The ball was dropped by Perez. First base is occupied. Herrera is out on strikes. The first strikeout for Way, and as Crooks comes to the plate, the Cardinals are down to their last out.
It's been a good old-fashioned beatdown, hasn't it?
It has been. Kansas City's night from the 6-run second inning on. The pitch, Crooks takes a strike. And Jimmy Crooks' Oklahoma Sooners are going to be playing for the College Baseball World Series Championship in Omaha. The one-strike pitch. He goes after a high fastball and misses, and the Cardinals are down to their last strike. Crooks takes the batter's timeout, climbs back in. The Cardinals have 6 runs on 13 hits, but trail 14-6. The 0-2 pitch, a swing and a miss, and this ballgame has come to an end. Kansas City wins the first of 3, and the season series is even at 2 games apiece, with the Royals winning tonight 14-6. Ricky and I will talk about it after this.
This summer, the Honey